Everybody on my stream. Sorry about that.
Hang on.
No, you're still not.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
Maybe I should break the
There's a
tie
40-second delay, okay?
Okay, now
Hey!
Why is there a 40-second delay?
Yeah, why is there delay 40 seconds?
That's intense.
Because it goes into restream first, and then restream has an extra one.
Oh, okay.
Right, for those of you watching on Rivals End, I'm sorry for my own technical ineptitude. But hello, everybody. Just to cover up what I was already saying multiple times, Kazoo is going to be late, and he's going to be coming from mobile tonight because of family matters. He's had to go home without his computer. Okay, other than that, you'll join us this week on session 11 of The Curse of St. Craythorne, the first case in the Kingfisher files, where last time all hell broke loose, much like my stream just then. So, last time, to give you the even quicker rundown, and here's Kazoo, so I'll need to adjust my cameras.
We had enough technical difficulties that we've delayed the stream enough.
We need to give Kazoo at least 10 more minutes to make sure he's good.
Thank you guys for
I'm fine.
noticing that.
I saw this all out beforehand.
Yeah.
Well, good for you.
Well, I'm not having a good night. All right. Right. All right. That's that. Those which ones were they? They're all in the right place. Fantastic. We're there. So, last time, Borgvard ran into a field and was teleported to an alternate dimension and talked to by Deer Man again. What the outcome of that is, we'll find out. The rest of the crew went and hunted the wolf people. Not the wolf people. They're not people. The dog things. The dog things.
Are you okay?
Yeah, that's the one. Byron crashed the car. Hartwell barely survived, but they continued the hunt. They found out that there was more than one dog thing. Two of which were killed, one of which ran off. And also there was a girl in the circle where the dogs appeared, and she's also disappeared along with the inspector. Maxwell, not Maxwell. Maxwell's the deer guy. Bexley, Theodore Bexley was bit and teleported by the dog thing back to Bexley Hall, and that's where we ended with Borgvard being touched by Bobby, and Bobby using his powers to help Borgvard understand his powers more, and yes, scene. All right, we're there. Let's begin.
You're right there, Midge.
Christ. Wow.
Anyway, sorry. Let's go back into the creepy vibe. Oof. So, we join our investigators in Bexley Hall, the ones who now have the large, horrible, semi-decomposing, even though it's freshly killed, carcass of a 10-foot dog thing from another world, a bleeding Lord Bexley, and a large bright light has just shone out between Borgvard and Bobby Quirk, throwing them slightly backwards from each other. Investigators at Bexley Hall, what would you like to do?
Pour myself a drink and sit down.
Okay, so the last time all of you ate was breakfast this morning. So anyone who's been drinking tonight, please give me a Constitution roll.
Wait, we didn't get dinner? Oh, boy.
No one went and got dinner.
You didn't give us a chance to get dinner.
Nope.
Let's eat the dog thing.
Oh my god. I don't think a Constitution roll is going to save you from that. Okay, good luck me.
Okay. People are getting hammered.
So, yeah,
I hope Lady Bexley took a con roll because, like, she has been drinking heavily.
I will roll for her. Borgvard, you are really starting to feel that alcohol. You don't know if it was the power surge that just went through your body, but something about your constitution, you just go, You don't quite throw up, but you go to and you go, nope, I'm fine. I'm fine. Yeah. sicky burps, as I call them. Artemis, you don't know if it's the alcohol that you just mixed or the fact that you're not very used to it, but the room is spinning. Maybe it's the come down of the adrenaline, but something is not right for you right now.
Okay, that's important to note down. Artemis is smashed.
We're off to a good start with the rolls as well.
Yeah, 2 fails right off. Where's? Hold on, I think I can roll
that's
Lady
on
Bexley
brand.
on here.
Can I
Can you-
retrieve my dart from the book it's stuck in?
Yes, you can. I think you did that at the end of last time, actually.
Did I?
Yeah,
Which
characters.
book was it stuck in?
It was actually a copy of the King James Bible.
Alright.
Oh!
Well,
On brand, Lady Bexley is also... Lady Bexley just kind of excuses herself for a moment, runs outside, comes back in. She looks a bit pale. Is that going to be all of our roles tonight? Just all in the 90s, the entire night?
Oh, wouldn't that be terrible? That'd be shit. God, imagine that.
Quite.
indeed.
Well, Clifton looks over and he goes, "For the first time in my many years, I'm not sure what happened." Looking towards Borgvard and Bobby Quirk.
Alright. Some sort of bright light thing.
Is Bobby drunk too?
No, Bobby hasn't.
I don't
touched
know.
it. Bobby hasn't touched alcohol this evening.
No. Firearms and alcohol don't really mix, so you know.
Mr. Borgvard, Mr. Gunderson, sorry. Are you okay?
Little sloshed.
Okay. You see Clifton kind of like see if you want your drink taken away, or if you're
No, it's fine.
you finish it and then put it out for more. You pause you another drink should you want it. I think it might be best if Lord Bexley, sir, you get to lie down. I will reinforce the doors and
I don't suppose it'll have much of an effect. It didn't even come through the door in the first place.
Very true. Speaking of which, what should we do with the creature?
What's it?
Back
Is it on a carpet like a rug? Or is it just melted through everything?
No, it's partially on a rug, I'll say.
Is
Rip the rug?
Is the rug starting to corrode or anything?
There's a few little burnt spots you can see, but it's not like going through into the floor too much or anything. It's
I suggest we get some rather thick tarpaulin and some heavy gloves if we're going to try and move it.
we might have some leather garden working gloves somewhere. But I'm not sure if we've got enough able manpower between us to get it out.
I'm sure we could rig something up to some sort of trolley, roll it out.
Okay, so Bobby, how are you planning on getting this trolley? Walk me through what you want to do, and we'll get some rolls for this.
This will be
Is
interesting.
there-
I'm too drunk to help.
Oh God, yes.
Oh, agreed.
Well, I need a large flat object first thing, and then.
Okay.
Well, first off, do they actually have a trolley thing?
Yeah, they would have a trolley for taking like food from room to room for sure. If that like almost like anything from the cart deer thing, or like in terms of like that. But Are you thinking more like an industrial trolley?
Yeah, or like some sort of sled thing.
Sled thing?
Put it
Um,
on something that would slide
A
along the
toboggan.
carpet easier.
give me a moment while I find a D10. That's a D8. There's a D10.
You know, like the scene in Band of Brothers where he's on the door and they're dragging the door.
Yeah.
Like that.
You're gonna need something slightly bigger than that. You've got the rug.
I know.
But okay, so Clifton has a think for a moment and he goes, there might be something in one of the garages for lifting cars up.
If we've got a winch, we might be able to use a winch to drag it out.
Well, I'm going to continue to secure the house. Here's the key to the garage area. It's out the main door on the left. It's in the U shape of buildings.
Is it still decomposing?
Give me a biology check or a scientific investigation check or something
Okay, you
something
can
along those
give
lines.
Me any kind of like I am drunk and sitting on a sofa and not really anywhere
I know.
near it.
You're going to have a D10 minus from this.
I'll give you biology. No.
No, you
It's
this
doing a bit
it's,
of a-
it's you look at it and go
It's moving a lot.
More sticky bits.
whereas before you weren't affected by seeing this and your sort of composure was kept. Now that it's dead and the pressure is off, you're thinking, "Oh, this is a disgusting creature."
This isn't a life or death adrenaline situation. This is a I don't want to look at this situation.
Yes, very much so. Borgvard, give me a... let me just quickly read something. Where is the... okay. Give me a... Just roll a D100 for me.
I'm sure this will go good.
Oh! Okay. So...
Sounds like a bad one.
You look at towards the creature for a moment, and it is just sort of shimmering in this, like a layer of light, which is like a thick green sort of ichor to it, much like the slime that's on the creature, but it's like sort of a resonation, you would say, like something in your own senses is just heightened towards this creature. It wasn't there before being touched by Bobby, but you've got this sort of understanding of its nature, should we say, and something tells you, if it didn't already confirm it, that what you're seeing might be the essence that your own senses is telling you that this is something from another world.
I'd like to use my new thingy.
Okay, go for it. So,
Okay, hang on.
Laser vision.
if
Oh,
so, it,
let me just... Hang on. Okay, there's that.
okay, so you rolled the d6.
That was for my sanity. That's
Yep,
the upfront
yep.
payment.
That's the and remove one magic point. Remember.
Mhm.
This glow that's around this creature sort of suddenly you think for a moment and it bursts out from the creature, and you see that there are, again, like when you were blind and you had this element of true sight, that the things that were once touched or had contact with or hold information about otherworldly aspects begin to feel sensitive to you, and their natures kind of go with that. So you look towards Artemis, and there is a slight golden shimmer from around her neck. The same with Bobby, and there is the massive bright golden shimmer from his hand. You look up to where you know there was something before, and again you see a shimmer, but this outline is in blue. And you feel like you can see, or sense, shall we say, worlds other than your own.
So the creature glows like with it's like green and bright.
Yeah, well, it looks like light rays, but it wouldn't be bright. It is like a dinge green. It is like kind of like the imagery of have you ever seen like old cartoons, and they're like when they depict poison bottles, they're always this deep green, and it always emits this deep green smoke. It's kind of like that. It's got that sort of, I'd say, almost a poisonous tinge to it.
I'm nearly certain that it's partially the booze docking, but I'm pretty sure that we need to cut it open.
Lady Bexley,
I can see. There's something there.
cut it open.
Artemis is gonna like curl up and go for
Aren't
that.
you good with biology, Artemis?
Artemis is drunk and tired and just
That
having
might-
a bit of a moment. Like
Artemis is
actually
so
help.
drunk that if Hartwell was there, she'd actually find him attractive.
probably, I'm just gonna you can talk at me. It's just I'm curling up and kind of like, maybe facing into the sofa.
All
I'm
right,
having a nap.
who took the first aid courses in the war?
Clifton pokes his head around. I've done a little bit of first aid in my time. Why?
All right, you volunteered, Clifford. So what's going to? We're gonna need to get it, I don't know, into a kitchen or onto a table of some kind, and we're gonna open this thing up and see what's up with its goops.
The carpet's already.
Maybe
ruined.
not
You may as well
inside
just do it.
Bexley Hall. Can we maybe get it
has a
into?
good point. The carpet's already ruined. We could just skip a step and do it here.
Mm.
And then when we're done,
is it
we
wooden
just
floor?
take the four corners of the carpet and huck it
I'd
out into the
suggest-
backyard.
I suggest you move it to somewhere with a more sturdy floor, given that it seems to be corrosive.
The bottom of the garage floors are paved, and any mess to clear out would be much easier in there. And please don't do it in the hall.
Okay. Yeah, it must be.
I've worked here too long to see a being from another world ruin the hall. This is already going to cost enough. For the Bexleys, I mean, as well as my own time and
Where
effort.
was this carpet
Yeah,
from?
I'm gonna-
we're Lord and
original-
Lady Bexley.
I'm gonna go see what's in the garage to help them leave
Lady
it away.
Bexley took Lord Bexley upstairs because he was still bleeding from a shoulder wound where he was carried into this room and dimension via the jaws of a dog. So he's gonna go sleep it off.
I don't think she's gonna cuddle up with him because he's quite drunk as well.
She doesn't. She's not that kind of mood. I think she kind of did sober up a little bit when her husband was carried into this universe in the jaws of a dog. Okay, so Bobby, are you gonna go to the garage and try and find this?
Yeah. So what I would like to look for, one, the winch thing, but two, large piece of canvas and some sort of like a metal bar or a long like wooden plank.
Okay.
I want to
Give me a
lay
spot. Give me a spot hidden check.
Okie-dokie.
Do you convey this to Clifton as well?
Yeah, so I'm going to try and first get it onto a canvas on the floor, and then I'm going to go back and try and get a chain or a rope
Okay.
and tie it around some part of it and try and winch it.
Clifton got a 22 in his.
Here's my Where is my spot?
He does know the house, to be fair.
Yeah, exactly. So what you do find in the garage is you find a large bit of wood. You don't find necessarily this like car jack system, but you do find a large bit of wood, and you do find some rope and some chains. And then Clifton has the idea maybe to go that we could get some of the tablecloths for the large dining table and use that and put that under to help drag, rather than because he doesn't think there's any tarp or anything.
Yeah, anything to get it to slide across the floor a bit easier.
Yeah. Okay. So you've got a large bit of wood. You've got some rope, and you've got probably about 50 meters worth of tablecloth.
Did I get the heavy gloves as well?
Oh yeah, you found some gardening gloves quite easily.
Okay.
Artemis, are you just going to sleep on the sofa? Or are you going to try and go
I'm
to
not sleeping. I'm just kind of not looking for the moment.
Right.
I'm not going to help them move it. I might think about,
Can we get her a glass of water, perhaps?
One of you two can? Are you going to get her a glass of water?
I can.
If you think you want to get her a glass of water, then do it.
I'll do that before doing the...
All right, no worries.
yeah, please, before you get all, dog goo on your hands.
Just rub it off on my overalls and just sort of...
Oh, no.
This is fine.
Yeah, so Borgvard, okay, so, Bobby, give me... let me look at your sheet. Got to try and work out
That's
what
a
kind...
good sign.
I got to try and work out what kind of roles this would be. Bobby Quirk. So give me. So this is gonna be just you and Clifton. So there's only two of you, which would be a negative, but you're using tools to get it onto the thing. Give me either a strength or size roll in order to try and get the dog thing, all this stuff under the dog thing. And Clifton's also got a roll. 4. Clifton is on point tonight. Yeah, after a massive push and sort of, you put your hands on and kind of roll it a little bit, and the body kind of goes onto one side. But you do manage to get the board underneath it and onto the tablecloths essentially.
Did anything happen when I touched it though? That's the thing.
You've got gloves on, correct?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Now, are you planning on trying to get it outside?
Well, what is the route to the garage? Or
so
what is the closest route to somewhere?
It would be out of the main entrance, because you are here in the main hall.
Ooh.
So it's got to go out the front door. It's also probably the only door big enough to get this creature through.
Which way
you would be able to get it into.
I'll take it that way.
He suggests out the front entrance. He doesn't think you'd be able to get it from the smoking room into the conservatory to get it out of one of the conservatory doors.
Okay, I was gonna say, is there not a big conservatory?
There is, but the glass doors are here and here, accessed by singular doors.
Right.
I know. Just another question. I know they sent most of the staff home, but is the chef still here? Did they not? Did the chef not stay?
No, he did not.
No.
Okay. Is there any food around this room?
Give me a spot hidden check. And roll a D10 negative modifier on it as well. Actually, no. You're drunk and hungry. You're drunk and hungry. I think that wouldn't. I don't think you'd have any disadvantages there. I think when people are drunk and they're hungry, they manage to find food wherever.
When you
it
got
is.
the munchies, you will find food.
Sure.
Literally. I don't see anything in
Unfortunately, you do see one thing, but it's a cake, and there's very obviously flies on it.
Right, I'm gonna head to the kitchen, please.
Okay, and you go to the kitchen. Right. So yes, now give me a strength roll or a size. Which end do you want to be dragged? Do you want to be trying to push this, or do you want to be pulling it?
Well, it's the idea is to be getting it to slide across the floor, so be pulling it probably be easier than pushing.
Okay, so how are you getting it to slide? What are you doing to try and get the slide going?
So if it's on the tablecloth, I'm going to be like gathering up a large amount of the tablecloth. If there's excess, I'll probably tie it around myself and just sort of try and leave myself backwards and sort of pull it along.
Give me a strength roll.
It's a proper
Strength roll.
This thing's
a strength.
Yeah, it's a big creature. Well, you failed, but I just rolled a critical success. I just rolled a 1 on Clifton's roll, and is what you see Clifton do is he takes some of the rope that you've got, he latches it round and kind of, like putting string around gammon. He kind of does that to the creature and the bed sheets, and then the piece of wood underneath. He also ties that on there for a support of rigidness. And then he finds that the bit of wood actually has a hole in it, and he puts another bit of string through that. So and then has like a string pull, and he's kind of turned the whole thing into a sled. And he gives it a pull, as well as you with the tablecloth, and then you with the tablecloth going, and you do manage. It takes a good 15 minutes because this is a big dog. You keep having to stop. This Clifton's not old, like super old, but he's not young either. Actually, you're not sure on Clifton's age. It's kind of one of those men that you could be like in your 70s and look young, or you could be 40 and look really old. So it's one of those kind of people. But you do eventually get it to the steps of Bexley Hall, down those steps, and then you're in at least the yard outside, like the gravel driveway. So I'm gonna need another strength check from both of you.
Gravel sucks.
And that's a 22 again. Like, why am I rolling so well for
1 point worse.
Okay, yeah. Between the both of you, it takes another 15 minutes because it's harder going because it just like keeps on the gravel and such. But you do finally get it to the garage. Borgvard, in this time where have you just been watching these guys doing this, or what have you been
drinking.
doing? Yeah. Okay. So you're drinking more. Give me another Constitution check, sir. Artemis, give me a spot hidden for food. Yeah, you're fine,
hidden in the kitchen.
Yep.
There's gonna be look. I'm looking for like a loaf of bread.
Okay.
Like I'm pretty sure there will be bread in the kitchen of this.
Give me spot hidden.
Spot bread.
That was not bad.
Yeah, no, you do see bread. It's very high up. It's on a shelf, which is a bit taller than you are.
Is there any step? Or there's
a chair.
There's not like I'm sorry, but this is a kitchen, like a proper kitchen, right? With a chef in it. There's gonna be like a step somewhere.
Is there?
But all I see is a chair.
All you see is a chair. With that roll, all you see is a chair.
Oh my god, that was the roll for the bread.
Wait for me to get there. I'll catch you when you fall.
Why isn't Willem here? He could reach it.
Look, fine.
Yes, to be fair, Willem could just
the chair, okay?
Okay.
And I
no, wait for me.
I'm getting the. I need the bread, okay? I need bread now. I would like to access this bread.
Okay.
I don't know if you want me to roll anything.
Fine, give me a dexterity check for posterity.
Climbing a chair.
Excuse me. Nimble as heck. That's an extreme.
You like stand back. You take a small run up. You jump on the chair, grabbing one thing, and land.
Parkour.
And then you realize you probably could have just stood on the chair and got it, but you've got your bread.
I will do like a curtsy.
It is a brown baker's loaf.
Oh yeah.
It's a little bit. It's getting a little bit hard now.
That doesn't matter to me because
but
we're
there's
gonna
a
make
knife.
something delicious here.
Okay.
Okay, walk with me.
We're gonna make croutons and
there-
have a nice
I
chef
need-
salad.
I need a knife.
There is a
to
knife.
cut it.
Yeah,
I need a
you
bread
can-
knife
Okay.
specifically. There will be one accessible.
Yeah,
This is a kitchen.
there's a knife block. Yeah, there's
I
like
need butter. I need some kind of preserve.
Okay.
This is a manor house. I assume they would make their own marmalade or jam or something.
So you're in kitchen 2 currently, yes?
I'm in the first place that I
You're
could
in kitchen
see.
2.
Okay.
So
If I can't find it in kitchen
There
2, I
isn't-
will
there
go
is-
into kitchen 1.
okay, the main the main larder is in kitchen 1. So
That's fine, then I'll go in there.
so you go.
I'm
There's
searching.
plenty of jams and chutneys and
Not a
and-
chutney. Something
and
savory should not
something
be
pickles.
sweet. But I would love, like... Oh, you know what? Like a marmalade.
Okay, you find some marmalade. You do not, however, see any butter because it is gone. It's very, very late, and this is pre-refrigeration, so it would be something that would be bought.
Pre-refrigeration?
Yeah.
Really? In the 20s? When was a refrigerator invented?
That'd be like a
The-
cold room.
I'm looking.
There'd
I'm
be a
looking
cold
this up.
room, but it's a big house with a lot of people. They buy their butter basically every morning.
Oh.
Um,
Someone goes to get the butter. That's okay.
Yeah,
You know what? I can
Like when the
I
milk
can
was
accept
Yeah, the milk, butter.
the lack of. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of it's the sort of thing that
We're
one of the chef.
right on the brink.
Yeah.
Right on the brink.
It
first,
was- it's
first home
20
refrigerator, 1923.
Oh yeah, so well
Definitely not.
it's 24, so it's not very common, and I think it's a US invention as well, so it wasn't something that came to the UK right away.
Yeah, I'd imagine that.
I know it was around this time, but there's like, yeah, no, you find a jam of some sort
Good,
or
because
marmalade.
I'm gonna make some tea and
Okay.
toast.
Okay,
Yes, I'm playing with
you
fire.
do that. Okay, we might have to roll on that. You're not that bad. I think you're. Just give me an intelligence roll.
I know how to make things.
I'm just making sure you're smart enough
drunk.
not to like leave something on the fire or something. Yeah, no, you're fine.
Look,
Um,
I'm okay.
it's fine. You're fine. So Clifton comes back in with Quirk. Are you going back in the house once you've got this body into the garage?
No.
Okay, you're staying with the body. But Clifton says he's going to go back and inform Lord Borgvard if he would like to inspect the body now it's out of the house. And he comes in.
I'm doing this.
Well, you said you wanted to have a go at it.
All right.
but-
Okay. I roll up my sleeve.
and Clifton does the same.
When you
Alright,
feel like
going
it's
in.
been enough time that I would have had my little kitchen escapade, I'm gonna wander out and find them.
You
but,
see
like,
them leaving as you come out the kitchen with like your final bit of toast.
Okay. I'm gonna take a glass of alcohol to go, just in
Okay.
case.
Okay,
then-
what?
and
Which
then we're
alcohol
go-
would you like? I'm going full menu here. We've got. So like, are you just grabbing the first thing you see, or?
I don't have that much experience. I don't think Artemis would really know just by looking
Okay.
at the.
You
the
grab a
casks,
bottle.
The difference.
You
No,
grab
like
a
a
bottle.
glass. I'm gonna pour myself a glass.
Okay, you grab a random bottle and pour yourself a glass of sort of semi-brown liquid.
Okay. This is gonna bode well. Yeah, exactly. That's what I
Would
was
they've
going
had
for. That
absinthe
was-
in the house?
Lady,
not brown, though.
Lady Bexley definitely has absinthe.
for it.
Let's face it. Anyway, we will now jump over to the other end of the party who dust themselves off following a fight with 2 to 3 large dogs. They look around and they see that the girl that they saw at first is missing, along with the inspector. Hartwell, Copigny, and Byron, you were there with Trevor Stims. Robbie ran off, and you're there with Dr. Samuels. What are you doing?
I want to take a closer look at the animals, but not touching them just yet. Just basically,
Okay.
if there's any features that would determine anything.
Very vague.
Yeah, I
give
know
me a
it's very
spot
vague, but these
hidden.
creatures are very vague.
Oh no, you've got a good look at them. It's too
Yeah, I
dark.
had, but
You
yeah,
just
it's too
see the
dark.
creature that you've seen.
Afraid of that.
I will finish clearing my weapons.
Yes. Okay. Good to know. So
will
you've
reload.
mark down that you've cleared your jammed weapons.
And then I will. It's just the three of us now, isn't it?
There's 5 of you there currently.
Right. Did anyone see what happened to the inspector? Or where the little girl went?
Nope. Bit too preoccupied with the creature attacking Lord Byron there.
87.
Captain Byron. Mixing up my royalty here.
58 on him.
I'm gonna have a look at the ground around where
just to clear this up, from your guys' point of view, one of those things just like ate Who's-its and disappeared with him, right?
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yep.
And also that the inspector they lost him in the fight, as well as the girl in the center of the field. As in, they don't know where he went.
Yep.
Trevor Stims and Dr. Samuels didn't see either. They were too. Samuels was too preoccupied shooting at the one that ran away. He also reloads, and Stims was like, I don't know. I looked back to see where Robbie went, but I haven't seen. I didn't see the inspector. No. What?
Right.
What happened to Lord Bexley? And the other one of the creatures?
Don't know.
I haven't got a foggiest. Seems like they disappeared or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
These creatures can fly, so it's not out of the question. But still. It's all a bit strange tonight. I'm glad we can kill these creatures, but not very happy at meeting them, to be honest.
And for all we know, there's still 2 out there.
Yep. And that girl, we don't know.
So,
Did she leave anything?
just as a note, Byron, Compagnie, and Hartwell, roll a d6, please.
D6.
Oh,
That's good.
Well, that checks out.
You regain that many sanity points for defeating a creature of a different world, and you feel, even though the cards are still stacked against you, you do feel good that you managed to bring one of these creatures down, and a sense of relief kind of washes over you.
I'd like to have a look at the ground over where sort of Lord Bexley was teleported and see if there's anything there that I notice.
It's quite easy. It was pretty much right next to you, so give me a spot hidden. You don't see anything, but you do have there is a slight smell of sulfur in the air, but that's about it.
I'd like to do the same around the ground where the girl and the inspector were standing.
Okay. You give me an intelligence roll.
That's the wrong roll.
Yeah, that's the wrong button.
Oh.
Okay, you use your keen sort of military mind to cut through all the fight that you did and remember exactly where the girl was kneeling, and you walk over to it, and you go there, and you see on the floor just a bundle of sticks tied together to make the shape of the cross. But that is all. No smell of sulfur, no...
The light.
You're in a wood. There's not where is there much moonlight?
Torchlight.
Oh, torchlight. It's a bundle of sticks. They're tied together with what looks like a silk ribbon, and they make the sign of a cross.
I'll put it in my. I'll just point it out to the rest of the group.
Is it something we should bring along?
I see no benefit to leaving it here.
Can I roll a history check on that cross? See if I recognize it from anything. Or is it just a basic cross as all?
It's just a basic crucifix made of sticks. You think maybe crude links to Christianity without rolling that, but you don't know. This it's hard to say.
Silver ribbon is peculiar, though. I might as well pack it.
All right.
I put in my inner coat jacket.
All right. No worries.
Which is probably currently midway being turned into a burgundy suit, but you know.
Yeah. Dr. Samuels turns to Stim and goes, I think I got the one that went that way pretty good. Okay, he then turns to the rest of you guys. How about you three go try and look for the inspector, whilst me and Trevor here, we'll go chase down the other wounded animal, see if we can't make good headway on that.
All right.
Sounds like a plan.
If we were facing the north direction, we were all facing that direction as we fly, they wouldn't have. Well, it's unlikely they'd be able to get by that way, past us without any of us noticing. I say we backtrack on ourselves.
You were facing north, and the dogs came at you from the north to south. So you want to head south.
Yes, because if we're all facing north, then we probably would be more likely to have noticed
If they
someone
run that
running.
way.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got a point.
So you see Stims and Samuels begin to you see them start running towards the way that you saw one of the dogs run off, and you see them for about 30, 50, 60 feet, and then they disappear into the darkness, just eminence of one of their torchlight shaking as they run, until you lose them in the trees. So you guys are going back south out of the forest, yes?
Yeah, I'd say slowly and just like looking in the undergrowth for anything.
Okay.
Using the torches to just sort of.
Give me a navigate check. One of you, any of you.
Navigate.
I've got 50. What are you guys?
I've got 10. I can assist. That's about it.
I've got 50.
So either Hartwell or Byron roll it, and then the other one roll a d10.
Well,
that won't make any difference.
No. So that's a 91.
Yeah.
You get out of the forest, but it's not the exact point where you entered, and you didn't see anything on your way out. You're now met. Let me switch you to the map. That will help.
None of you have a compass.
I do. Must have been that bad a roll.
Well, you got the direction, but and like you're out of the forest, but you're over here rather than the in here where you.
This is my house.
Yeah, so you recognise that as you leave, you see the faint silhouette of a house across the fields.
Is that where Robbie ran off to?
You don't know.
No.
Might have. We don't know. Can we look for tracks around the exit of the forest?
Go for it.
It's going to be difficult in this light.
Oh, yeah. Even with a torchlight, that's not going to help much.
You don't see anything. It's these fields are really well traveled at the moment because it's late September, mid-September. Sorry. A lot of people, a lot of the farms being used. It's just about harvest, so there's a lot of traction. So it's really hard to tell.
Not to mention, there's been some search parties around here already.
That too. That too. So, gentlemen, what are we doing?
Just we head to that house at least.
Yes, go to Artemis's house.
See if we can find somebody there.
Yeah.
Yes. I doubt we will be able to find anything in the forest this late at night.
It's going to be difficult. Yes, I agree.
Yes.
Back to Bexley Hall then?
Might be an idea.
Yep.
It's a bit of a trek back, but
let's go and get your car.
Isn't that totaled?
Let's go and get a car.
The nearest car that you would be able to get would be Bexley Hall.
Yeah.
You completely totaled that car.
I'm very aware, Midge. You don't need to fucking remind me.
Hartwell, you do know that there is an entrance to the Bexley Hall estate on this far end from a previous time that you've been to Bexley Hall. On the previous time you were meant to come to Bexley Hall, but you never came because originally that was the entrance to one of the they have a path there that goes to the garages, and that was the preferred way for cars, and they told you that on the way, but you never used it. So you could get to the Bexley estate relatively quickly, but back to the house will take you a fair bit of a hike.
Gonna at least
We could
try.
ask Artemis's house and see if any of her household are home, and see if we can ask her to borrow a phone to make a call back to Bexley Hall.
Okay.
And just to see if everything's all right there.
Since my
Thank you for
eyes
looking
aren't.
after my home.
Since I clearly can't see shit, I want to listen. Anything I can still hear.
Go for it.
Any sounds, anything specific?
It sounds like the
Gunfire.
nighttime. You don't hear gunfire.
Something at least.
It sounds like the nighttime.
Sounds like the night.
So you guys are heading back to Bexley Hall, yes?
Yeah.
Via Artemis's home to borrow a phone to.
Okay, so you head to Artemis's home, and there seems to be lights on. You go to the front door and you knock, and
Do you need names?
I've got the names. I'm just trying to find my bit of paper that has them on.
Margaret or
Anne.
Anne?
Anne opens the door. And, yes, can I help you?
Yes, terribly sorry. Could we borrow a phone? We need to make a call to the Bexley estate.
She looks at you and sees you're covered in blood and is like, "Oh my god! Yeah, of course. Let me get you something for that. Come in.
Thank you.
Because Byron, you are scratched to all hell and bitten up to all hell.
Covered in blood.
And then is what you see is after Byron and Willem walk in, she shuts the door before she shuts the door before Hartwell has a chance to enter, because obviously she can't see him.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's fine. It's all right. I'll just wait out here. Thanks a lot.
Oh, is there someone else outside?
I'm just gonna move back my hand to the door, and I'm just gonna open it for Hartwell. Like, just get in. Never mind that.
Oh, hold on a moment. Are you actually wooing at her?
Please don't spook my housemaid.
Pick up a nearest object and float it across.
Oh my god.
Oh, no, it
it will
disappeared.
disappear, yeah.
She faints.
No, I'm just having a small case of being visibly impaired. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Are you saying this to her?
Yeah.
She faints.
Yeah.
Good job.
Well, we don't have to deal with her anymore, do we?
She was getting
Now,
us
do me a
helpless
favour,
fuckwits.
Willem, and take her legs. We'll get her into a chair or a bed or something.
I'll lift her up to a chair,
Oh,
but
God.
not by her legs. No,
Okay.
not how you do that.
Just drag her by her legs, it'll be fine.
Fine, we'll just grab her by her hair then. Oh, whatever.
Oh, Jesus
You
Christ.
hear,
And they say I have bad manners.
you hear from upstairs footsteps running.
This does not look good for you guys. It really
Not me, I'm
doesn't.
fine.
And down the stairs comes Margaret, looking at you, holding Anne, who is unconscious, and one of you is heavily covered in blood. She only sees, and she's like, and she
I feel
just
there's another
screams.
Right.
And give me a
He just
moment.
puts a hand over his face and just sighs and bleeds, I guess.
And then rushing in from out the back comes Robbie with the shotgun, with it, and aims it up, and he goes, oh. "It's all right, dear. What are you doing here?" I can't remember the voice for Robbie. No, he was West Country, wasn't he? Sorry. What are you lot doing here?
Well, we came here
The
to make a quick
Search
phone
went
call.
poorly, shall we say,
Yeah.
after you left.
you see
if we
me?
could just...
Who are you saying that towards? You saying that to Robbie?
Robbie. Yeah.
Yes.
Excellent. This is good. He can see me.
You know I could see you. I've lost the voice.
It's all right.
Oh,
The lady we're trying to get into a chair couldn't see me, and I kind of spoke. Sorry. She fainted. Normally it happens when women see me, but this happened when she didn't see me. So
he
this
just
is a new
kind of.
experience for me.
Margaret, who also can't see you, just goes, "The fuck is going on?"
Willem, please stop throwing your voice. It's not entertaining.
Oh, Robbie can see me. It's okay. And I'm sorry. What's your name, young lady?
She's still fainted, I guess.
Yeah.
No, it's the other one.
Oh,
She's not young.
right. Margaret, just can you get Anne to bed? I'll deal with this lot. A lot of things have been happening tonight about you know what that I can't. Okay.
Just
Get
please
in my
just-
van. We'll get you back to Bexley Hall.
Well, that'll do.
That
excellent.
sounds perfect.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that.
Thanks
Margaret,
for
it was
bleeding on
lovely to
my
meet you.
house.
Apologise to Anne for me.
Yeah, that's going to be a story to tell.
So, Robbie, where'd you run off to,
Just
mate?
not like you.
We kind of could have used that shotgun back then.
I panicked, all right.
Shame.
I signed up to try and find, child murderers, not huge
Good job, you found them.
creature things.
I'd like a roll a psychology check on that.
Okay.
Oh, never mind.
He still looked pretty physically shaken up. It's not that hard to read.
I can understand it. It's just that...
You also notice he's in different trousers from earlier.
I can appreciate that.
But you get in his truck and you begin going to Bexley Hall. People back at Bexley Hall are Borgvard, Bobby, and Artemis, as well as Clifton.
I want to grab a knife from the kitchen. When I leave the kitchen, I want to take a large knife with me.
What kind of knife?
No, not a bread knife.
Like a cooking knife.
Yeah, like either like a cleaver, maybe, or like.
You can find a meat cleaver.
Like maybe like. Also like a fillet knife, you know.
Okay, yeah. Just do you want to just grab an array of knives? Is that what you order?
Sure, I'll take like a knife rack. Yeah.
The whole block.
Yeah, take the block. Yeah, you've got
like a piece of toast in my mouth, and then like a glass of something.
Well, it's what you find is actually the chef has left his knife roll, which is his
Excellent.
own
I want
private
that, yes.
set of knives,
Yes,
and
please.
you can just roll that out. And he has various knives. It's a
Yeah, and on the way out, I'd like to grab like a blanket or something to put over me.
fair enough. There's many throws across some of the
Yes.
ottomans and sofas and such in the hall. So
Cool.
you can find something.
Can I be clearing some space around the
Of course.
picture while everything's going? And making sure it's well lit. Is there a garage door as well? Or like a
Yeah,
large-
so it's they've got like have you ever seen like stable doors? They're essentially stable
Yeah.
doors. You get the impression that this side used to be part of the stable, and there is a stable the other side of this like small courtyard of this U-bend. So this area, let me just quickly explain how it is. So there's a stable set on one side, which is car garages. There's a stable set on the other side, which is horses, is an actual stable. And across is what is known as the stable house, which is like a converted sort of guest house out of the old stable, like housing, coaching house. That's on the site, which used to be the bottom floor used to be more stables with like the stable masters quarters above, but now it is all a sort of living arrangement for guests.
And you'd probably just leave half the door open just for some ventilation.
You may want to, yeah.
Just in case some horrible gas comes out. Something weird.
Good idea. Borgvard, what are you doing?
So we've got the thingy, right?
You've got the body, yes. It's
Has Artemis arrived yet?
I'd say she has, yeah.
Wandering with my collection of items.
So
Yeah,
we have knives.
You have knives, a blanket.
That's for me.
Well, I'm just saying what you came
What
in
are
with.
you doing with the knives?
I'm just holding them. I just got my hands
just
full.
wanted
Tell you
knives.
what. I'm gonna like throw the knives
Give
on
me a spot
like a
hidden
surface
as well.
because I need to finish eating my toast.
Okay, can I just need to get a big knife.
Okay.
Are we really going to do it with those knives?
There's not an awful lot of butchery knives that I could find at this time of night.
Do you have a better idea?
Well, they look quite expensive, and if they're the chef's knives, it's probably a chef's knives at the tools of his trade.
Wash them.
Let's test
Is
something
there an
out
axe in
first.
here? Is there an axe in here?
Let's stab it with something metal and see if it dissolves.
No, do you have the knives now?
No. Before we use the expensive knives, just like grab a screwdriver.
Borgvard and Quirk, give me a... Well, no, Quirk, you've already done a spot hidden in this place. Borgvard, give me a spot hidden in this place. You see a rake, a garden hoe, and a set of secateurs.
Goop it around in some of the goop a little bit and see what happens.
Okay.
Is Clifton with us?
Get around in some of the little goop for a bit, see what happens.
You
So
see,
scientific.
you see the mud on the hoe get burnt away, but the actual metal remains fine, and some of the paint begins
all's
to chip.
good. Let's get the biggest knife we've got.
Wait a second. Wait a second. I meant to say that in character and I didn't. I got excited. I'd like to do a biology check on it just to kind of assess the body. Again, now that I feel a little better, I've had my toast.
Once
Okay,
we start
go for it.
chopping, there's no unchopping. So do what you need to do now.
I wanna. No.
You don't see anything, but that could be the lack of light in here. You notice Clifton is also going around and lighting some oil lamps.
When I was clearing the space, I would have been making sure it was light as well.
Yeah, that's what you and Clifton. Well, Clifton had to go get oil lamps. There was only like one in the thing, but you need a bit more light, so he's gone and got some more and lit up. But you can't really see anything. You see that it's a creature of which sort of resembles a dog, but you do not recognize it.
Is there anywhere to sit?
There's a stool, I will say. There's a little stool.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna just sit on that.
Okay.
Wrap up in the blanket, hold my drink.
I really feel like this is about to be like the autopsy from the thing.
Is there an axe? If Clifton's in here, can I ask him if they have an axe of some description? Because I don't think a knife's gonna cut it to say.
Knife's more for the inside. That's why I brought a cleaver, or try to.
My roles for Clifton tonight. Clifton thinks for a moment, leaves, and after about 10 minutes, he returns with what looks like a toolbox as well as an axe, and from the toolbox he also pulls out a saw. So you've got an axe and a saw. It's about this time that Robbie Robbie's car pulls up at Bexley Hall, not car, van. So everyone at Bexley Hall, you see headlights pull up into outside the front of Bexley Hall. Those of you who are in the van, what are you doing?
I'm assuming we see the light in the garage on, and some people. The doors were open, right?
I'll walk out the front of the garage and start beckoning.
You see Bobby exit the garage stable area. Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna get out and head over.
Okay.
I'm gonna get out and limp over.
Hartwell, what do you do? You joining them the same?
Yeah.
All right. So all of you now are in this dimly lit. Also, Robbie drives off relatively quickly as well.
Tire squeal.
Not quite
Gravel in the
a
face
1920s van, but enough that it's a relatively fast accelerator. You hear the of like the exhaust like kicking out fumes. But now, so there is all of you are surrounding this dead creature. This is the first time as well those who were fighting in the forest see that there is a dead creature here at Bexley Hall. But you are in this garage area surrounding this dead thing.
I'm gonna hand my drink to Byron. I feel like he needs it more right now.
Okay.
Thank you. And I down it.
Byron, give me a Constitution check.
Mm-hmm. I can't even get drunk properly, for fuck's sake.
You're fine. It still the alcohol still affects you. You just, and the pain sort of numbs a little.
That's also a good thing.
Okay, can I do a little first aid?
Do you have a first aid kit?
Try and do it. Is there one here in the garage?
No.
Then no,
There's
I
one
don't.
about half a mile down the road.
Excellent. No, I guess then I'll just sort of, I don't know, go back in my corner with my blanket.
I think in terms of entries, I think Lord Bexley takes first prize.
Oh, really?
Hey! I'm practically falling apart over here.
Yeah, like
I'm not a huge amount better.
Hartwell has had death by 1,000 cuts.
Okay,
Speaking,
We're discussing
speaking in
entrances here,
character
but
as
what
well.
happened, really? Because we now have a creature here. We've killed 1 or 2 in the forest, and now he's here, and Lord Bexley is returned, I guess?
Yep, he appeared in the jaws of this thing, and we're about to cut it open.
Oh,
Isn't that
jolly
fun?
good.
While he says that, you can see Borgfard in the background with like a meat cleaver kind of like drunkenly staggering forward. Okay, guys, so do we start at the hock or do we start at the front?
I'd say chop off its head.
Okay, let's get to chopping. Whack!
Give me a strength roll, Borgvard. With a D10, but this is added because you're drunk, so you don't know your own strength. That brings it to an extreme. Oh, that's amazing. So, like a professional butcher, Borgvard with his one arm just goes whunk, 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 and the head of this thing just after about 5 hits, thump, and slides off the rest of the creature.
I'm gonna look in the hole.
It is goopy. It is oozing with this sort of black bile and blood mixture. The green ichor that covers the body is also swimming in. It is just a amalgamation of fluids, and you get this really sulfurous smell, and as well as like this kind of bile smell. It's rancid. Yeah. But the head is off.
Alcohol. I'm gonna go back into the Bexley Hall and come back in shortly afterwards with just a whole bottle of whiskey. No glass.
So, is there any? I mean, is there any reason why we're cutting it open at all, or is it just
Yeah, please explain.
Did you see something?
I see everything.
Borgvard, at this point, your ability has worn off, by the way.
Okay, so
Just to let you know, because it lasts for 10 minutes, and it has been...
Yeah, oh yeah.
It took them 30 to get it outside.
It's like a little while.
Just a heads up, its skin has some kind of armor. I don't fucking know. He takes another swig.
It tends to deflect or at least resist bullets quite heavily.
And resist the cleaver.
No.
Is there some way that we could use this dead creature to test out maybe materials that might, I don't know, see what works?
I'm pretty sure that silver works against mysterious creatures. So let's go get a candlestick and walk.
What's Clifton doing?
Yeah.
Clifton's left.
Clifton's left. Clifton's bored.
Clifton slowly backed out the room and went off. He's gone back to Bexley Hall. Possibly to go tend slightly maybe to Lord Bexley, who was bleeding profusely the last time you saw him, even though he was first aided a bit.
I'd like to just continue my necropsy.
What are you cutting off now, Borgvard?
Oh, I'm not necessarily cutting anything off. We're just opening it up.
Okay.
Would you like some help with that?
With what tool are you attempting to open the creature?
I mean, we've got a whole panoply of knives.
Yep. Where are you going for the cut? I need to know specifics.
It's
give you a hand?
like if you're field dressing like some sort of animal, like down the sternum and like open.
It's laying on its side, so yeah, I reckon you could probably get there. Yeah.
I want to head back to the manor. I'm
me
taking that suggestion seriously. I want to go and find metals.
Okay, go for it. Borgvard.
I'm gonna go find a first aid kit.
Okay, you can attempt
Can I
that as well.
assist with the chopping of things?
Okay, both of
Yes.
you are going to try and grab this creature and cut it open and like basically butcher it. Yeah.
It's like he
I'm
comes
just
over to help
holding a
as I'm
torch.
like. I'm like trying to hold part of it up with my shoulder while.
Borgvard, give me a spot hidden.
I got goop in my eye.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. So you take.
You don't want to fumble.
Do we have an eye
You,
bath
th-
anyway?
you
I watched Station.
instinctively go to like lead with your stump on it and slip, and then like your face goes into the bile puddle that's fallen on the floor, and you take 3 points of like searing pain damage on your stump, where you've kind of slid in the like ichor.
3 points of damage.
3 points of damage.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm almost dead.
How much of a percentage is that to you?
Oh, let me get a calculator.
Because I need to work out if this is a major wound or not.
It very well could be. I'm a weak man.
Oh my god, this might actually be a major wound. Oh, you have 8 max HP? Oh no!
I didn't
it has
pick
to
it.
be 4 or more.
It has to be what or more?
It has to be 4 or more. I think it's half your health or more, and it's a major
That
wound.
is 37.5% of my.
Is it half or more in one hit? Is that what
I
it
have
is?
no idea. My book's 100 miles away.
Yeah, no, I'm looking. Give me. Combat. Outnumbered. Escaping close combat. Automatic fire. Where's the wounds and healing? Damage. Okay. Equal to or greater than half. So no, it's a normal wound.
So it's 1 point of damage away from being a serious wound.
Yes. And you're lucky because I rolled a d6.
Ow.
So yeah, Borgvard, you scream out when the serious burning pain, like people inside. You hear like a semi-blood curdling scream from outside as Borgvard sort of burns and then curses in Norwegian multiple times. It like sort of burns away at his suit as well, and you guys see where his skin has become like raw. Like second-degree burns kind of thing.
Pull him away and grab the nearest cloth I can find and start.
You can do that. Yeah.
Clean off.
I'm gonna try and see if I can find a bucket of water. See if that
Okay.
does anything to the body.
Sorry, can
Maybe
I check
clean
whether
it up a bit. Maybe we can see a bit more.
Or can one of us try and check whether it's either acidic or alkali? Because
I'm pretty sure it's acid.
How would you like to check that?
Well, I suppose as a mechanic who's worked on a ship, I would have some experience with some corrosive substances.
Yep, I'm not denying that. How would you like to test the pH of this goop?
Well,
How would you like to
test
goop it?
handy?
No litmus paper hanging about in the garage.
well, I suppose is the fact that it's not reacted to any metals, which suggests it might not be acidic because acid likes metal.
Just give me an overall intelligence check.
Intelligence.
You can't quite it might be acidic. It might not even be of this world at this point. You're not sure.
Well, I have one other way of checking, but I don't know whether that would be advisable.
What was that?
I'm gonna take the glove off my left hand, and I'm going to get a very, very small amount and rub it between my fingers. See.
Okay. It hurts a lot.
It hurts.
Do I feel what the effect might be? Because I'm trying to figure out what sort of.
Hold on, I've got to do a Google.
I've got to do a Google.
I've got to do a Google. It just feels like a chemical burn.
Okay then.
Right.
Water's probably not going to treat it very well then if it's chemical.
No, but we can at least try and see what it does in small amounts. So, is this body more lit now? I mean, I've had a good look at it before, but is it properly... I've got a torch on me.
What are you looking for specifically? You've done way too many checks for just general to get anything.
Yeah, no. I want to look if there's like a specific scarring, a symbol, a clear mark on the body or the head.
You might want to check the head. I'll just point to where the head is.
Okay, go for it.
That's fair. Spot hidden, right?
Yep.
Worth a try. Oh!
There are no markings around the body, but in your investigation, you do notice that quite a lot of the bullets are just in the thick hide of this creature. They didn't penetrate at all.
Well, that is very thick hide. I point this out to the rest of the crew, so we may need something stronger than just a bullet. That clearly ain't cutting it.
And then you look to where the Borgvard severed the head, and it seems that he managed to, in his first hit with some sort of miraculous feat, get the blade of the meat cleaver right and the axe right, or was it the axe? I can't remember. Right between two of the muscles, so it came off relatively easy, and it kind of followed the natural groove of where its head was. That's why it was essentially easier than shooting it had been.
I'm not a weak man. I got a strength of 60. It's above average.
Well, no, you rolled a 20 with a +10 because of your drunkenness, so you got an extreme. So that's why that happened. Oh no! Oh, I hate it when that happens. Oh, balls. I had a tab and I was trying to work out which screen to put it on, and it registered me as shaking it. So now that I've minimized every bloody tab on my computer, give me 1 moment. I hate that as a thing.
How many tabs was that? 13?
It's literally because I went like this.
Okay.
I went
You
1,
just
2,
told
3.
me that is a thing. I didn't know that.
It's the most depressing thing in the world if you shake a tab, that it minimizes everything. That's
why?
Because Microsoft is ran by Satan. I don't fucking.
Yeah, that's what you know.
Anything?
Hartwell, are you doing anything?
Nope.
You're just observing, just
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone else is running around all over the place. I'm just sitting back,
Okay.
Yeah.
observing, because every time I get involved, I get hurt.
Playing it safe. I like
Very
it.
fair.
I like it.
So, do we want
I
to
either get
continue
smacked in the
chopping
face
this
by a
thing
plank of
open or
blood,
not?
or get thrown through a bloody
Fair enough.
carb trek, or get hit by a tombstone. It doesn't matter what it is.
Artemis and Byron, give me a spot hidden, please, for your various searches round Bexley Hall.
Can I do an intelligence as well? Because I want to think about the kinds of things, maybe from myths that I've read, the kinds of things that might have an effect,
nope.
or if I was, thinking scientifically, what might work better against chemicals.
Byron, you slip on the staircase as you try to head up it, and
Oh my God.
you bash your funny bone.
Of course I do.
I won't make you take damage. I'm
dude, smear on the
feeling
carpet as
generous because I don't want to kill you by having you trip up the stairs.
That's alright.
Wait, you're gonna kill me by having? You almost killed me by when I failed a spot hidden check.
I
almost looking at
I got 6 hit points. That's one more session worth of fumbles.
He's looking for a first aid kit. You were cutting into a beast from another dimension. There's a wild difference. And Artemis, give me a spot hidden, and go for an intelligence, just to think of extra things that your character would think of. So you managed to find some objects. You You find a bronze statuette and a silver candlestick and something you think is gold, but you don't really find anything else. You think maybe grabbing some more variety of metals might be a good idea, especially from what you've read like historically, but actually finding them is a different thing altogether.
If you find a lead pipe, we might be able to play Cluedo as well.
I mean, the bullets are lead in that period.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
So-
great for everyone's health. Wonderful. Okay.
Well, you're being shot by them, so
There's
already
probably-
it's not great for your health. I think lead poisoning is the
We've
last
definitely
of your
got
problems.
ropes and a revolver and a candlestick.
I have a revolver.
There's probably a spanner. I mean, we've got
I have a lead
toolkits.
pipe. I've just found. So if we have a noose, then we can go for the whole Cluedo
It's
aspect
just,
here.
it's fun. Okay, cool.
I mean, we use rope to try and get it in here, so there's still.
Can I
There's that. We've got a
Also-
wrench because we're obviously in a garage. So there you go. We've got that one.
can I
covered as
look
well.
for a first aid kit as well?
No.
No.
Because you were there when the last of the first aid kit was used on Lord Bexley.
Oh, that's not the only first aid kit, surely. In this whole house.
This man was like... a lot of bandaging went on him, and this isn't the first time it's been used today. Specifically, you remember Clifton had to go find extra bandages for Lord Bexley.
Well, guess I'll just bleed then.
Oh. Okay. What about like cloths in the kitchen?
Actually, hang on. I've got a ruined shirt. I'm going to start ripping that up and just start like rudimentary turning it into bandages.
Okay, you take off your shirt and rip it up. You do have like an undervest on, I'm guessing, or not?
Yeah,
Yeah.
No.
probably. I don't know. But I'm not a huge aficionado on like sort of fashion of the 1920s.
A lot of people wore vests under their
Yeah, I
shirts.
think you
Well, I probably did wear a vest then.
Yeah.
My bike is in this garage as well, isn't it?
Currently, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over to my bike and grab my Nikon.
Your camera.
Yup,
Okay.
because I want to make some pictures of this.
Okay.
Everybody crouch down and pose.
Pose with the beast.
Okay. So you're gonna start taking photos, yes?
Yes,
Um.
of the head, the body, basically, and the goop.
Which one are
around.
you doing first?
The head first.
Can we not place the head near the body?
Up to you
Do
guys.
not place the head
I'd
near the
rather
body.
not touch the. I'd rather not touch the creature.
Well,
From
I'm wearing
state.
thick gloves, so I can move the head if you'd like me to.
Then by all means do, so I can get it all in one shot.
I'll place it near the body.
Okay.
Where would you like me to put it?
Where it
So
was
the neck
supposed to be,
hole.
more or less.
What a conversation.
So, you put the head in front of the corpse, and are any of you getting in the photo?
No.
Is your
I'd rather
camera
not have people
is your
in the
camera a
picture
film camera, or is it Polaroid-esque? Polaroid wouldn't be.
Polaroid wasn't a thing.
thing
back
then, so it is film.
Was
It's
basically,
film.
It's basically just film. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Mikey, why did you do that? And I don't know, because I don't know. Hang on. There we are. I forgot to turn those off for this stream. Thank you for that. So you. Sorry. Did you any of you say that you were getting in the photo, or?
No.
Okay.
Well, yes, there's
So
not
you
to, so
so you all stand back, and Willem clicks his camera, and it flashes. And as the flash rings over this body, you hear a and the body starts to bubble and melt,
Allergic to light.
and it slowly sort of begins the what is the corpse begins to lose shape, and it kind of begins to melt away, filling the room with this sulfurous gas. What are you doing?
May want to step back now.
I mean, the door's still open, so I'm just gonna make my way to the door and just
Yeah,
leave.
same. I'm stepping back
maybe it's a
quickly.
little where there's a little more fresh air. Cover the
Yeah,
face.
to the
Is
door.
it
Yep.
heading towards like the bike and everything?
You're not in there.
No, I know. I'm just worried about his bike.
Get another bike. It's fine.
How are you guys running outside?
Oh yeah. That
Running
does
more
not look safe.
Yeah.
normal pace.
Okay, pork farts. Okay.
Oh my
I've already been completely gooped by this thing. It's the worst.
Oh,
what's
so
the
you're
worst that can
immune
happen?
now.
Borfard, you take 2 damage as you begin to splutter and cough on this gas.
Oh.
And it fills your lungs. This feels a lot like the gas that the Germans used within the war. So your insides feel like they're burning. But as you begin to cough it, you move a bit quicker and you cover up and you you splutter out and manage to like retch up outside a little bit. And other than that, you're pretty much safe. But that burnt. And you turn back and this sort of thick green gas emanates from the door. And with that, we'll go to our halfway through break. So we will be back in 5 to 10 minutes. Feel free to go get yourself a drink and use you go for a bio break. We'll be back after we've done the same. See you then.
Ta-da.
Bye.
Thank you, Moogle.
You just bring you tea or snacks or something?
Tea, snacks, tea and snacks.
Tea, snacks? Tea-based snacks?
Like when I was playing this game yesterday, the enemy is so freaking accurate that they were regularly torpedoing torpedo boats from a battleship.
Oh, wow.
Question. Can Hartwell get a new personality?
A new personality?
Yeah. Like a more balanced and inquisitive part of his personality.
It's however you want to play him, buddy.
Like this kind of personality.
Ha! As in, Moogle just wants to take over and play for you.
No, Moogle wants to join in.
Hey! I reckon we could get one more person in for the next case. Quite easily.
There you go. Is she okay to kind of sit in?
Yeah, she can come sit in if she wants.
She's going to get her notes.
Hartwell can have multiple personality disorder. This is fine. He's just embracing his feminine side.
Embrace the inner insanity.
Look, the only thing with Hartwell is he's...
Oh my god, that'd be so good. 2 people play one character with multiple personality disorder.
Oh boy.
That would so work in a game like this.
To be honest, I was more expecting my film to dissolve than the body, but then again, so Stephen made pictures, so
I have returned.
Please tell me this is not all your notes.
It's not going to write anything. They're all in my head.
She has more notes than I do. Probably by a significant factor.
I probably can't try what I wanted to try now because I wanted to see whether its teeth or claws would puncture its skin.
we'll see what's left after the cloud is
Yeah, I wanted
disappeared,
to take some of its hide, but knowing me, I probably would have slipped inside the entire thing, been dissolved into a pulp, and then just exploded because fuck it, why not?
Yeah, all over Hartwell.
See, I had all my bad luck during the war. Afterwards.
Oh yeah, because Byron has no scars at all.
None that we know
He
of.
injured in every major battle of the war.
So, Mitch, if I want to develop a film, would I have to roll for that? Because I do have a film developing kit, but I don't quite know what I would roll for. You're muted.
I wouldn't make you roll. It would just take time.
Yeah, okay, fair.
I mean, tomorrow we're supposed to be going to see, or the next day, if the film from the funeral has been developed.
Oh, yeah.
Find the missing investigator. Also that.
So, I will just finish this last slice of cold pizza and we'll get back to it if everyone's back.
Mm-hmm. Because it's not hugely exciting. Can I just do my first aid roll now? Or just do you want it on stream and I hold
With
my fumble
what?
and impale myself through the eye with a syringe or something?
You ripped up his shirt for bandages.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, go for
Yeah.
it.
Can I
I've probably
assist?
cannibalised my entire upper half of clothing at this point. Because everything I was wearing on the top half is probably completely ruined.
Yeah, you can roll it now.
Can I assist?
Sure, why not? Plus a D8. You don't need it. You get your health
So
back.
that's a minus.
You get a point of health back, and
That's
you
fine.
think the wounds you've just. How many wounds had you already taken before this? None. Or
None. I fell over and did my shoulder, but I healed that as well. I'm great at first aid on myself exclusively. But roll
you
terribly on
think
everyone else.
you think it would take half the
Yes,
time to
I'm
recover
walking
this?
proof of that.
So instead of the week, it would take you to recover all the way back to. Well, hang on. Maybe 3 days, 6 days, 12 days. Yeah, instead of the 12 days, it would take you to heal all the wounds that you've taken. You think it would take you about a week.
Okay, that was it.
Yeah. So you have now evacuated the essentially the gassed out garage. Artemis and Byron return to the outside and see the garage door just pluming with smoke. It's almost like there is a tornado of green, thick gas emerging from this archway. And you see Borkvard like spitting and spluttering and like coughing over to one side. And the others are kind of like, well, what are the others doing? What are we all doing, folks?
Well, I'm just strangely staring at my camera like, could have used that before, and then just shake my head a little and try to stay away from my from the clouds.
So it's easily done. It's kind of going straight out, up and out.
Also worry a little bit about my bike. I don't quite know how damaging that is, but we'll see.
I mean, it's not breathing, so...
No, that's true, but you don't know what is if it's, comes down.
Mm.
So what are we doing?
Corrosive gas, probably not very nice.
Hmm.
I'm still sipping, well, not sipping, really drinking quite heartily my large bottle of whiskey.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop the metal stuff on the floor.
It might be a little while before we get back in.
I'm just gonna walk to Captain Byron and just grab the bottle for a quick sip as well. Cause
give me a Constitution check there, Willem.
All right.
I think I've gone from well dressed and investigator to half naked man drinking in a field.
You're fine.
Yeah.
Borgvard, anything you'd like to do?
Other than not die? No, I'm done.
Okay, no worries. So, you all stand around a little bit stumped as the gas begins to dissipate and thin. And eventually it does calm down. You don't see it emitting from the garage anymore. But there is a strong smell left.
I'm gonna carefully approach, see if I
suggest we open the remaining doors before we head in, just in case.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Okay. So you go to the other half of the stable door and you unbolt it quickly and open it up. And you see now where the creature is a goopy sludge pile.
Bones left.
You'd have to get up close to check.
Alright, I'm gonna poke around in the
You didn't
pile
even
with
see
the
if it
blade.
had bones in the first place.
I chopped through its neck. I didn't hit a spine at any point.
You hit thickness, but no, it was relatively hollow in the middle.
God, these dogs are actually birds.
That would explain the flying.
Exactly, we've cracked it, lads.
But
It's not like they have an exoskeleton.
Yep. Looks it. And apparently susceptible to the light, so that's good. To a degree. So we should still be safe on the daytime.
So, yeah, all you see is this pile of blue and black and green ooze, fur, and skin on the floor. Essentially.
There's still skin.
There's still some skin.
Okay, so we make armor out of this skin.
Yes.
Okay.
want to do that?
How would you want to do that, Borgfard?
I think that's more of a long-term thing.
Clean it down.
You know the mud crab armor you get in a Skyrim? Were we just gonna be like all like that?
Do we smell anything?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Thick sulfur, and you can't. But sulfur is the first thing that comes to mind. Like this strong gaseous smell.
Can I see if my bike is still functional, serviceable? Maybe just start it up once.
Your bike starts.
Okay, thank fuck.
And falls apart. I'm gonna go and find Teddy and Maddie. See how they're doing.
While I'm at my bike, I'm also gonna reload my spare clips, so
Okay.
I have a full set again.
No worries.
Just grabbing one of the boxes, reloading my
So
clips.
Hartwell, you go upstairs. Are you going? Or which door are you going to the Bexley room?
I don't know because I can't see the Bexley Manor. The Bexley Suite.
I'm also going to refill my hip flask, by the way, because that's been used extensively.
Okay. I love how much you guys care about your alcoholic consumption, but no other consumptions whatsoever. It's like,
I had toast, okay?
only because I made a point about it.
No. This has nothing to do with the point you made. I was drunk and I was hungry.
Okay. You can fill your hip flask, no worries. Yeah. So which door are you going to? You're going to the internal or external, shall we say? So the left one or the right one?
I'll go to the left one.
Okay, so you go up the main stairs, along past your rooms, and you're at the door of the Bexley Suite. What would you like to do? You leave it a moment.
Addy!
And Maddie comes out and she says, "Theodore's sleeping. I think the fight took it right out of him. What can I do for you?"
I'm checking on my friend.
Oh,
Who got bitten by a giant dog while fighting with me in the middle of a field.
well, I think he'll be fine. He's going to try and sleep it off.
Yeah, because everyone can sleep that one off, Maddie. Oh, you're not talking to one of them. You're talking to me.
Look, we're going to get Dr. Samuels in the morning. Luckily, it was just some puncture wounds and loss of blood rather than... It didn't hit anything major. The bleeding has stopped now, and he just needed to sleep.
Fine. You call me if anything changes.
Of course.
Don't give me that. I just found out today that you've got a Lady of Red Society wandering around here with giant 10-foot dogs.
Well, I don't think the dogs belong to the society, but yes, I get what you mean.
No, but you knew all about them.
Yes. Okay. I didn't know about the dogs, knew about the society. Anyway, he's sleeping. I'm going to get back to him, make sure nothing happens.
And if anything does...
I will shout and scream and ring anybody I can bloody well find, okay?
Thank you, that's all I wanted to hear. Thank you very much. Sleep
she,
well.
She goes back inside her room, rolls her eyes, but kind of smiles and goes in. Give me a listen check, Hartwell.
Listen. This is where I fail yet again, because I haven't actually hit a single roll today.
Have you not? Yep, don't worry.
Not so far.
It's okay, man. I've got a support group set.
Are you going back outside?
Hang on, I'll just ask the other half of my personality. My other half of my personality is saying I need to get drunk.
Okay. You go downstairs to the bar. Easily done.
Funny, all my personality is saying the same.
I think the entire group's personality, by bar Bobby Quirks at the moment, is going, I need a drink. Including
I
the
also
DMs.
I do take a sip of my bottle of rum before I finish filling the flask. I
Okay.
mean, come on.
Fine.
What's the point anyway, right?
Right. Anybody else want to do anything in particular? Or are we just going to settle down for the night?
Oh, look, you succeeded.
Well,
I extremed on my con check.
Borgrod, you seemed very keen to look inside this thing, and I think, well, I think most of it's inside us there now. So,
I mean, I would have preferred to have taken a look before it was dissolved, but I mean, I want to take the hoe and pick up the skin a little bit. Here we are.
I mean,
you pick up
we
the
have a
skin,
rake.
and there's.
Do we want to rake through the goo to see what's in there?
Yeah.
Sorry, that made me feel a bit. The rake through the goo.
Yeah,
okay.
We're going.
Yeah.
full
You know what?
on this,
I'm
okay?
gonna systematically rake through the goop and see if there's anything in there.
Okay, give me a spot hidden, I guess.
Are there any?
Bot hidden.
There are other things to roll. God damn it!
Are there any buckets?
I
or
don't know
anything
what.
else?
There's some
containers?
buckets. There's some buckets.
I can't roll for my
I'm gonna-
raking through goop skill.
I'm gonna
If
Do you
you-
have the farming skill?
If you have a raking through goop skill, you can definitely roll it, because why? What part of your mind went? I want a raking through goop skill. That's definitely going to come in handy. Yeah, you need
Not
to
swim.
swim through. No, he's tried that already.
It works so well.
Okay. Yeah, give me a spot hidden.
All right. Hey.
Okay, so you're raking through this goop, and you get under some of the skin, and you find that something kind of snags on the rake, and you kind of flick it out, and there is a stone, or what looks to be a stone.
Get like a cloth or something, like a rag, and kind of wipe it off, wipe the goop off.
Okay, you grab the stone-like object with the rag, and it kind of burns the rag a little bit, but not all the way through, so you're fine.
Doubling it up a couple times.
Yeah, and then are you gonna bowling ball polish it, sort of, in this rag?
I just want to get the majority of the goop off so I can see what it is.
Okay.
Just don't
And you look at it.
ball polish it.
It looks like a smooth stone of deep green.
How big is it?
Purest green.
It's probably about that big,
True.
like the size of my head big. It's
So
Pretty
it's more of a. It's not really just a little stone. It's more of a.
it's
a little
thin.
ball.
It's
Okay.
so it's about an inch thick at its thickest point. Oh no, inch and a
I thought
half.
you were talking
thick.
about like a circular stone this big. I was like, holy fuck! I had a rake to find.
No. So it's an inch and a half thick at its thickest point, and then it sort of peters down, and then it's a smooth edge, and it's
Anything
like
on
sort
it?
of
Any markings?
oblonged in length. No
Any
markings,
markings
just
or
pure.
was it worked?
No, completely smooth, like so unbelievably smooth. Like, if a hand craftsman was to make this, it would be machined. It is like perfect, in sort of shape, like each side.
Is it safe to handily?
You can clean it off all the way and get it
Okay.
and touch it, and yeah,
There you go.
it
Mr.
feels.
Goodison, would you kindly hold that up for a bit?
Yes.
Don't take a picture of it for God's sake.
I was gonna. Then please put it down so I can take a picture of it.
No.
Okay, then I'll take a picture of it when you're holding it.
No. I'm gonna hide it from him. You're gonna dissolve my stone.
That's the
I
one thing that
think-
didn't dissolve. I think it's fine.
You don't know. It can happen
Precisely.
again. Maybe it takes,
I mean-
takes two.
It was covered up by all the skin, so
What? So is it cold? Is it hot? Just
Feels stone-like.
stone-ish temperature.
It feels like a stone.
How much does it weigh? How many stones does this stone weigh?
It feels light, honestly. You'd think for what it looks like and what it feels like, be heavier, but it's pretty light. It's got a...
Weird.
Yeah. And it is a perfect green, like British motor
Do I
racing
get a
green.
card for my stone?
No.
I'm gonna write it down.
Can we
then.
try and identify the type of
I cast
stone?
identify on stone.
I'm gonna start trying to clean up some of the mess. I think.
For your
You-
stone mage,
shovel
you
it.
should recognize it, shouldn't you?
Green stone. I'm putting that on my thing. I have a green stone.
Okay. You can feel free to
I
try
want
and
to point
guess what
out
it
the
is.
last time you picked something up and took it anywhere, you lost your sight.
Yeah.
True.
Thank you very much. I gained additional sight.
After a long and stern talking to, yes.
And after getting nearly shot in the head, yeah, that was good.
And other places as well, though you don't know where those bullets
So, what are we doing? What are we doing, folks?
I'm
Trying to
getting
identify the type of stone.
I'm
Is
cleaning
it
up the
something?
mess.
Well,
You know, it's bright
you'll
green.
show it
Is
to
it
Artemis.
jade?
It's not bright green. It's like a British motor racing green, which is
So it's a dark green.
dark green.
Okay.
And
So
Similar color
would
to
I-
the ichor that was coating the body of this creature and the gas.
Okay. So maybe we could have a little think about what type of rock that could be, or what type of material.
Is it
Perhaps there's
Can I roll natural worlds for that?
Sure, and then yeah, sure.
I want to say, can we check to see if
Ah.
it's terrestrial?
It could be a number of things.
Hmm.
You've already seen that in the center of where you fought these creatures, there was massive stones of bloodstone, but they're known to have speckles in them, whereas this is a perfect green. It could be a form of jade, which is a gemstone of green. It could be a metal oxide of some sort that's just been perfectly sculpted. Or it could be something not of this world. You don't know.
Can I leverage my expertise in sculpture to try to identify this? I am an expert in working in stone.
I will allow that. Go and roll it. Let's see what we get.
I put a lot of fucking points into this, and I haven't rolled this skill yet. I don't think.
You have.
Yeah, I put a lot of points into like dry water. See that one?
Can I use
I mean,
2 points of luck to buff that up?
Yeah, sure, if you want to.
I would like to do that.
And don't forget to put a tick in it for leveling it up later, because you did succeed.
you
So
rolled it on the well, on the well covering.
he did.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So if you didn't already have a success mark, you have got a success mark in it now. This is weird. This stone looks a lot like a bloodstone. It's got the same green colorations, but it doesn't have any of the red speckles in it. And it's a bit lighter than that gemstone, but that is the closest thing you could think of it being. Like, in terms of an earthly comparison.
Purified blood. Indeed.
You still think it would react to a flashlight?
You're not taking a picture of it.
And why not?
I feel like it might be interesting to try.
It's my blood.
Why is
It's
it yours all of a
yours.
sudden?
I found it. It belongs to me.
Bobby suggested raking the goo.
I did the. You made the one with the guy with the one arm.
How
do the
did you
physical
do
labor.
rake with? The
I-
It would have been
I-
really awkward.
So I got the idea he uses good hand as the backhand and then like rested it over. I think you could rake.
like kind of snooker.
Yeah, snooker cue.
I would like to wrap the stone in something. Like
Okay.
another rag.
You've got like a handkerchief. It doesn't cover it all the way, but
Can't find like an old rag or blanket or something.
not in here.
Best I can.
Okay.
I got a question. What colour's the goo?
Dark green. Well,
Dark
and
green.
black and red and
Black
a mix
and
of
red.
things. The goop on the floor is an amalgamation of bodily fluids and goop that was on and in the creature, so it's...
Now what we need to do is find an expert tanner. Turn this hide into something useful.
By all means, man, I'm not gonna wear that. I'm just
Oh
happy
no, not
that
right
it's
now.
dead.
It has to be.
No, I'm
straight
not
and-
gonna wear that ever.
I think it's rather fashionable.
This is not from this world. I am not gonna wear that.
So what's everybody doing?
I'm
Going
gonna
to
go.
bed.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Still-
head up.
Okay.
Still cleaning. If
You're going to try and clean up as much of the garage as possible around the goop pile.
yeah, I'm Breaking Bad and shoveling it
Oh.
into buckets.
You're putting it into buckets. Love it. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
Whatever that is.
you clean the room up pretty well, and there is now 4 buckets full of monster goop.
Wolf goop.
Dog goop. And skin.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to get this thing to a tanner in time before it goes bad. Unless we have a lot of salt somewhere.
Byron, are you going to bed as well?
Yeah, I'm gonna drink a little bit more and go to bed.
Okay. Hartwell?
I am gonna do a little reading before I go to bed.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'll go to bed. I think I'll be safe there.
Bulvard? Bulvard, you going to bed?
I'll go to my room and I'm gonna. Is the door lock?
Yeah, door locks.
Click. I'm gonna
Click.
unwrap my stone. I'm
Okay.
gonna unwrap my stone. And I'm gonna put it on the mantle.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take my pickled hand and I want to put it on the stone.
You put your pickled hand
Like
on
a
the
little
stone.
Pedal stone. Like a little.
It's
And
not an
watch
even
that hand come
surface.
to life, and we have our very own
Just,
thing.
I'm gonna make sure.
It's-
I'm
it's-
gonna put like my handkerchief like cram it around the base of it so it doesn't like.
Okay, yeah, you could do that. Nothing happens.
This is like-
You do it though.
Oh, I
This is
didn't
like watching-
expect
this
it
is like
to.
watching-
I'm making a thing.
A shrine of Bulkvard's hand. Right, love it. Bobby, what?
This is just like watching Pippin fuck around with the Palantir.
Yeah, that's a really good explanation for it. Bobby, are you going to bed following your cleanup duty, your viscera?
did I see where the cleaver was discarded?
Yeah, it got put on just a workbench in the corner.
I'd like to clean up that and then put the knives somewhere, and then probably just leave a note as well.
Okay, you
Do
could
not
you take
use
those
these
back
ever
to
again.
you
Burn
take those
them
back to the
immediately.
kitchen with a little note. What are you putting on the note?
Never use these again.
The dissection may need Senate.
Maybe not use the cleaver.
Used for otherworldly necropsy.
You might want to ask Clifton because he'd probably be able to clue you in.
Get
Yeah.
bleached.
Okay. Okay.
Ask Clifton why you should never use these.
You do. Clifton comes in while you're writing the message, and he goes, right, okay. Thank you for cleaning up out there. I will definitely talk to Chef in the morning. And he takes the knives off you and walks to his office. But yes. So you all settle down for the night. And you wake up in the morning. The night, a lot of you consumed a lot of alcohol, so once you finally hit the pillow, you went out very cold. A lot of you were in pain, so it was probably the best night's sleep you've had all week, but because of exhaustion rather than comfort. Those who would like to do any morning ablutions like they normally do, you're fine to, and I will say you'll all gather in the main hall for breakfast. The normal staff have returned and are seeing to the house. Clifton informs you that the Bexleys will not be joining you for breakfast. Lord Bexley is staying to his room in order to not strain his wounds too far, and Lady Bexley has elected to stay with him.
He's turning into a werewolf.
Is the Lewis gun still there?
No, that has been put away in the night. You notice that all signs of anything that happened have been completely cleaned.
Stored next to the plastic pumpkin and the Christmas decorations.
Under the stairs. That's a weird cupboard under the stairs. You've got a Christmas tree and a Lewis gun. No, you see, when you wake up in the morning, it's really strange how back to normal Bexley Hall is after everything. You do notice that the rug that was in the middle of the room has gone, and that some furniture has been tactically moved around to cover up any burn marks. But other than that, it's all pretty normal.
I will check my bandages.
Okay.
All of them.
Okay. Give me a first aid roll.
Can I assist with this?
Are you checking them at
Dear
breakfast?
God, after everything you've done to me.
Are you checking these bandages at breakfast, or are you doing
Oh yeah,
this
right on the table, right where everyone's eating. That's a good idea.
Although you don't find new bandages, you do realize in your morning, ablutions while you get up, to clean maybe your bandages, and you wash your bandages and put them on fresh.
Thanks.
You're welcome. But yes, breakfast is laid out for you all, should you wish to grab some.
The doctor is coming to see Teddy apparently today, so I might get myself seen by the doctor while we're here.
Might be a good idea. Is anybody doing anything particular at breakfast?
Basically just
Eating, not drinking.
Trying very hard not to speak about the last night whenever there's a servant around that wasn't there last night.
Has the book been tidied away as well?
Book is nowhere to be seen.
Cool.
Well,
oh yeah, am I still invisible?
As far as you're aware.
If you want to check, I can take off my necklace.
Do that.
You take off your necklace. Still can't see Hartwell.
Yeah, no, you're still fucked.
Yay! I'm gonna go scare some of the servants.
Can I try something?
Please don't.
Of course,
you saw what happened last night.
Maybe. When I touched Borkvard, something weird happened. So maybe if I touch you as well, something weird might happen.
Yeah, worth a go. Although if I get red eyes and go blind, I'm gonna kill you.
Okay.
If you're lucky.
I'll take that bet.
Now, Soapy, I need to ask you, are you invoking the power of your hand?
Yes.
And you understand the clause at the bottom?
I do.
Okay.
Is this gonna hurt you, Soapy?
We'll find out.
Because if it's gonna hurt you, then I'll stay invisible. I mean, granted, my charm and everything is completely useless on anyone who can't see me, but I will quite happily stay invisible if it's gonna not cause you physical or mental anguish, or make you invisible. You know, you kind of take on the curse sort of thing.
I mean, being invisible would probably be a benefit to me, given how I look.
Trust me, it's not.
Okay, so
People close the door in your face.
I need a final decision. Are you trying this, Bobby?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So Bobby, across the dinner table, reaches out for Hartwell. Hartwell, do you allow him to?
I recoil back, like, what the hell do you think you're doing?
Bobby, you press on, yes?
Yeah.
So Bobby touches your shoulder, Hartwell. And Bobby, you take 11 sanity damage.
Boy.
As you see, like, dark clouds pull towards your hand onto his shoulder. Are you still sane?
I went from 44 to 33, so...
No.
Nope.
It's a fifth you have to go down, and he's just gone down a quarter.
Yeah.
A fifth of your total,
That,
but not all at
My
once.
total is 45, so yes.
Oh, jeez.
So, you are now suffering a bout of madness in game time. So, let me find the Book of Fun Wonder. Let's see what happens. You might be
know
okay.
what happened the last time. It was great.
Yeah, it's
You got a great cardio workout.
I
bouts of
came back
madness
better than
real
ever.
time. I need a D10. Where's a D10? I had a D10, but I
Put
can't
the
see it.
amulet on him, JP.
Actually, let's Bobby, roll me a D10 for me.
Oh, God.
10.
Roll a 1. Roll a 1.
Roll one.
4.
Ooh.
Okay, paranoia. So, Bobby, from now on, you suffer paranoia. Roll me another D10 for me.
That's not ideal.
Oh no, I'm reading the wrong table.
Oh, God.
Violence.
Good or bad?
Okay,
Good thing.
I need everybody to take off their headphones right now, so I can
Oh,
discuss with.
Right, how
Bobby,
am I
what's
going
it
to
got?
do this?
Well,
Uh,
can't you
I'm going to
just
turn my
deafen
phone off.
yourself?
But he
You can't do that
We
on
can- no,
a,
we
on,
can-
on, you
Oh,
can't do
then
that on
just
mobile.
turn your sound down.
turn your sound
Yeah,
down.
it's in
Yeah.
a call, so it doesn't. It won't. So I'm just going to have to leave the call.
What?
Oh,
It won't.
just
You
no,
can't-
turn the.
okay.
You should be able to turn the.
Kazoo,
the,
just ignore what I'm saying then.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll-
I see how it is. Okay, that's fine.
Hang on. I'll put my phone under my bed.
Yeah,
so
there
I
we
can't
go.
hear a damn thing.
But can you see us still?
Just ping me and just ping me in Roll20.
Oh, okay. So, has everybody removed headphones? All good? Thank you. So, Bobby, you are going to suffer what is known as violence. You're going to explode in a spree of violence and destruction. And that is going to last, because you rolled an 8, for essentially 8 minutes. Or until someone else does something that I can deem would stop it. You may not remember this afterwards, but for now, I need you to roleplay the fact that you would like to instead. Okay, you hate the party currently, and I would like you to act accordingly. You're seeing like the pink mist, and you want to hurt them.
Okay.
Roleplay that as you will. Thank you.
I'll try.
Starting with Hartwell. So, yes, Bobby, you see this thing, and then that happens. So, act as you will.
So, yes, I'm going to grab Hartwell by the shoulders with both hands and just sort of try and launch him away from the table.
You're gonna like push
and
him.
sort of dive across the table at him, I suppose.
Okay. Okay. Give me a strength. Hartwell, roll a strength check, and Bobby, roll a strength check, because this is going to be opposed.
And I'm going to die, aren't I?
It's gonna.
I don't have very high strength, so you might be.
Neither do I.
This is an opposed strength. You both failed. Nothing happens. So you basically push him, and you land on the table, but you don't push him off the table. So everyone, you have just seen Bobby launch at Hartwell across the table, and he's like holding him across the table.
Bobby, what are you doing, man?
I'm just gonna get up and try and hold back Bobby, because I don't know what's happening, but that needs...
Did I sleep with your wife?
Bobby, I need... Bobby, what's... Okay, so, who said they're grabbing Bobby? You are. Okay, so you two give me a... so one of you is assisting the other, so one of you give me a strength... Give me a strength or size, and then Bobby give me a strength or size roll.
Yes, please, size.
Yeah, I'll assist.
Add a d10 to it, so Kazoo, you roll the d10 that adds.
Takes away, no?
Takes away. Sorry, yeah, that's my bad. But Willem, you see Bobby launch across the table, and you just grab Bobby's legs and pull him back. You now have Bobby like by the legs, and Bobby, I'm guessing you're still trying to grab Hartwell, or are you doing something else?
I'm going to start trying to break free from Willem. Start sort of.
How would you like to do that?
Man.
Kicking and screaming.
Well, the kicking won't work because I got your legs.
While they're doing this, I'd like to take off the bracelet necklace to see if that anything has actually changed with Hartwell.
Okay.
Well, you don't know that's what he was trying to do.
He grabbed him, and then some crazy stuff happened.
Okay, so how are you trying to break free, Bobby? How would you like to?
So I'm currently grabbed by the legs. Is that?
Yes, you're like face down, and he's grabbed like the behind of your legs.
So I'm gonna try and bring my legs up to my chest, and then do.
You're laying on your front.
Yeah. So I'm still gonna try and bring my legs up to my chest.
Okay.
If I'm still on the table.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some like gap between the table and the floor, and I'm gonna just try and kick out with both legs as hard as I can.
Okay. Roll a strength check. Willem, roll a size or strength check.
Can I still assist?
No, because Willem's got him now, so...
Okay.
Willem, you see he tries to move his legs, and you go with it, and then when he tries to kick out, you just push them up in front of you. And now, like, it kind of drags you back even further, Bobby, and now, like, your legs are in the air, but your chest is on the table, and he's still got you.
I'm gonna grab the nearest thing on the table and start throwing it.
Okay, give me, who are you gonna throw? Where are you gonna throw it?
Well...
Where are we sitting? Can we have like an orientation of like where everyone is at the table?
I'm just watching.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Can we have like a little sketch at the side, maybe?
Where would you like to be? I'll get us to a sketch area.
Behind him, clearly.
Let's get to. Let me get to my drawing shapes area. So this is the table. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer.
I'm probably next to a Willem.
No one probably sat where Lord Bexley would have sat at the head, right? We'll probably
no, I don't. So I'm guessing.
Someone call Clifton, please.
Yep.
So,
tell him to bring a straitjacket.
Yeah.
Hold on. These are chairs really badly drawn. I'm sorry.
This is very.
This is Art Nouveau. So I'm saying that Hartwell was here. So if we put this as H,
okay.
Bobby is currently here on the table with Copinier here. Arthur is here. I'm guessing you're over here, Artemis. Maybe just looking like, oh my. And Borkvard is going to be sat. Lord Gunderson is going to be sat here. I think that's the best way to do it. Explain it. So yeah, who are you throwing? We'll say you've picked up a glass. Who are you throwing it at?
I'm just trying to think how I do it. It's to whoever's behind me on my right side, because I'm just sort of flailing about with my arms on my stomach.
It's Byron. So give me a throw. Give me a throw. I'm looking for a hard because it's behind. So you're grabbing it across and then throwing it behind. So I'm looking for a hard here in terms of success.
Better hope I roll poorly.
Oh, you roll so you pick it up, you throw it, and it just Byron, you go, whoa, and this glass just smashes on the wall behind you. It was full of what looked like orange juice.
And now I'd like to try and push myself off the table and sort of let my weight fall to the floor and see if that'll pull Willem down.
Okay, again, size or strength versus size or strength.
I am the final boss.
So, in a dual success, it is attacker takes prevalence, correct?
I think so, yeah.
So,
I mean,
That's how we're
also,
playing
like,
it last time, so...
Willem is just way bigger.
Who's attacking who, though? Because he grabbed me.
yeah, but you're the one now actively trying to break free.
Oh.
So
Okay.
it's you break out of his leg. He like twists around and like twists your arms up, Willem, and you just have to let go, and he flops to the floor. Bobby, you're free and on the floor. What are you doing?
I'm going to pick myself up and run for where I saw Clifton get the Lewis gun.
Oh my god!
Oh, shit. I'm gonna...
I am out of my chair and tackling him to the ground.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm tackling him.
Okay, so
Yeah, we need.
Because he would have fallen off the table like here.
because
So he's
you
right
guys don't know
between-
he's going for the Lewis gun.
No, but we
It's
see him
just
trying to run away.
yeah. So I need Bobby. Give me some sort of like dexterity check for now. Just to see if you can get past
I'm
them.
not very
Well, he's on the ground at that point, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm saying a dex sort of thing. Yeah, you get up, and then Byron's just like, "What's going on? What are you doing? You can't get around
I'm
him."
gonna try and grab him again and basically push him to the ground.
I'm going to bull rush
I
through
think that
Byron.
works.
Well,
Oh!
it's going to be. It probably will succeed, but Bobby, you've been grabbed from behind, so it's. Yeah,
yeah.
you get tackled to the ground by Willem.
And I'm gonna sit on top of him just so he doesn't move.
Hold on, I
anymore.
need to check my timer.
This is
Yep.
beautiful music.
Okay, you're going to try and sit on top of him. Okay, you are on top
Yeah,
of him.
just keep him down.
Okay.
And somebody please get Clifton. We need a straitjacket here.
I don't think they
Am
just
I-
carry straitjackets in houses.
Are my hands
Oh,
free?
yeah.
In this
Inside the
house they
house.
might.
Are my hands free? Can I reach inside my jacket?
No,
Yeah.
I've got my knees on your arms, mate.
You didn't specify that at first, so I
said
will
you
let
said
him grab.
Sit on him.
He said you were sitting on
You didn't say
him.
you were gonna-
You
did
did.
say.
He said sit on him. Didn't say he had knees on arms. So I will
No,
allow
I
him to
said I
go
was
through his
gonna-
jacket.
I did say I was gonna make him incapacitated, so he couldn't move anymore.
If my arms are free, I'm going to try and reach for one of my darts and stab Willem with one of my darts.
You can try. Obviously, if Willem
eating-
gets a
I
chance
am
to
eating
resist it.
Jam on toast and drinking my morning coffee.
So again, size or
I'm there,
strength
mate.
versus size or strength.
I am gonna run off and try and find Clifford, I think.
Okay, no worries. You can run off and try and find
Big
Clifton.
red dot.
I also love that Clifford is now a thing.
Was that a fresh roll there? Yeah.
Fine.
I will say you get an arm free. He's got an arm free.
So I'm
You've
trying
got.
to stab him with one of my darts in whatever's the nearest body part. or
Okay,
appendage.
you've got to try and grab the dart. So give me a dex first to see if you can get your arm under your body into your jacket, pull out a dart, and then go around. No, you're like you're laying it under it, and you're like.
I'm gonna
As I see his
slightly
arm get
move so
free,
he
can I-
just gets more incapacitated. So he
Okay,
doesn't
you can
move
like put
anymore.
more of your weight on him, and he
Yeah.
sort of gets stuck there. So you're now stuck again, Sophie.
Alright, I'm just going to carry on flailing about as
So
much
once my
as I
size
can.
comes in handy,
Okay, it's at this point
my
the
God.
pink mist that overtook you kind of clears, and you find yourself on the floor. No recollection of what just happened. Last thing you knew, you touched Hartwell, and now you're on the floor.
Yeah. I did all that in dead silence as well, by the way. I didn't say anything at all. Complete silence. Why am I on the floor?
you went nuts, mate.
That's one way to put it.
All bouts of insanity.
Doesn't sound like me, but I'll have to take your word for it. I'm
I
on
had
the
to
floor,
pull
so-
you off Hardwell. You were resisting several times. You then
Sure,
tried
glass
to
of
run away. I had to tackle you again, and you were doing I don't know what. But here we are. Are you okay now?
Well, your guess is as good as mine.
Do
you want to
I
do
feel
anything
okay.
specific right now? Do you wanna-
Compagnie, give me a psychology check.
Okay.
Because you were the closest to him for all of this time. Yeah, you noticed that in the entire time that he was going for Hartwell, he like didn't blink or anything. He was just stone dead quiet, like reacting. And now he's moving his head again. He's sort of like blinking. He's thinking and he looks very confused. You think whatever this was has like abated. Like it's like
Okay,
I would like
let
to
you
finish
go,
my
but-
breakfast, if that's all right.
You seem to be back to normal. Yes, let me just get up, and I
Is
extend
that-
my hand to just help him up. as well.
Artemis, you return
that-
with Clifton.
Okay. And he just went mad, and now he's. Oh.
I
Seems
assume
to be all right.
everything is okay.
I give a
Broken
big
glass.
shrug to Clifton.
Maybe I went mad.
No, it's
for
no,
the
No,
Bobby.
you're absolutely fine, Artemis. Don't worry.
I will find someone to clean everything up. And he goes away
Again,
and finds someone.
And
Bobby, when you went
presence just follows us
berserk,
around.
you reached for Lord Hartwell. What were you doing?
Yeah. I'm not trying to help him become visible. Is that not what I wanted to do?
No.
Using your
Violence.
Arthur just sort of makes an exasperated noise that he can't quite find the words, and the words he can find are all just ridiculous.
I have
That thing.
I have a magic hand. Is that?
Yeah, your magic hand, yes.
Right. Did it work?
No.
Uh,
We've already Artemis knows that it did not work.
I mean, something happened. We know.
Do it again.
Well, you went berserk.
Oh my goodness. I think
Sound
perhaps
like me.
we shouldn't use the things that we don't understand.
Not the worst shout of the day. But the day's young.
Lady Bexley walks in. Like she's above you on the and I was like, what on God's name was that noise?
That was Bobby going crazy after touching me. I know. It normally happens to women.
And then you notice her go. One moment. She goes back inside, comes out, and puts on the necklace so she can see you. Right. Okay. Mr. Quirk, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I don't know. I assume everyone else is okay.
I'm fine.
Yeah. I'm good.
Oh, just fine. You might want to you might want to clean that bookcase over there. So I think some orange juice and glass got in it.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Cliffy said he was going to take care of it.
Good. Okay.
So, Bobby, next time you're gonna try something like that, could you warn us?
I
So,
did. Out of character, I did say beforehand that I was going to try it.
Right. Let's
Well, my
just...
character didn't know that. He just knows you were trying to throttle him.
Okay, just to be sure next time, because it didn't quite turn out the way it was supposed to. I feel.
No. Probably not. No.
No. I mean,
I don't
didn't
know.
wanna-
I don't know how it's supposed to work, but I mean, we found something out. So
Hopefully not like that.
Look, if you were if you were a complete stranger, I probably would have clocked you. But we've known each other for a few days now, and shit's been going down already. So
practically best friends, then, aren't we?
A few days, yeah.
yeah, a few days. Well,
Look. It's very noble of you, Mr. Quirk, to try and solve the Hartwell situation by yourself, but if you do recall that I did mention already that this was some pretty powerful magic, and we do have a way to solve it, probably, if we can find the diary.
Yeah.
speaking of that, any idea where we might start looking? or still
The clearing
in the
where we fought the creatures, I think, was where the investigator was last. The inspector was last seen.
blue?
To the fields.
Maybe we check on the inspect and see if he's in the police station first, and then head for the clearing. Could we
Perhaps talk to
borrow one
Sims?
of your cars? We promised not to wreck them. Maybe
as,
give us
isn't
a
it?
as
driver?
long as somebody other than Byron or Hartwell drive. One, because
Aye.
an invisible driver to most people would, I don't
She
think
does
it would
have a
go
point there.
down well.
Excellent. Would be so much fun.
And then,
We can call it a self-driving car. It'd be a new invention.
also, you folks' track record, shall we say, this week late has not been fantastic with
I
the
was
automobiles.
attacked by a flying wolf.
This place is a serious deer problem. So I love how my character's like
Hello, Mrs.
ranked as a literal
Magnus.
professional driver, and he's like first check, crashed into a deer.
You fumbled.
Yep, I know.
How about
I mean, I know
this?
how to
Kill me.
park a
How
car,
about
but
we
if you-
have one of the drivers drop you in town?
That sounds like an
That
excellent
is a
idea.
good idea.
Very good. Whenever you're
Sounds
ready
like
to
a
go, just let Clifton know, and he'll have a driver sent around.
Right, can we have him for the day?
Clifton?
No, the driver.
Oh, just ring the house and he'll come get you. I'm sure one of the businesses in town wouldn't mind you using their phone.
Lovely. Well, that solves one problem.
Well, I mean, some businesses we're not allowed back in. We just have to avoid those.
Yeah, no, well.
So I'm guessing you all finish what remains of your breakfast and head into town.
Indeed.
Yes. Yes, we do.
Okay.
Ah, you're not gonna stay and wait for the doctor then?
No, sod it. He
Okay.
can't see me anyway.
Samuels can
Yes,
see you.
can.
Yeah.
Samuels can see you.
Ooh.
Remember, because he came out on the hunt with you.
Oh yes, he did.
He did indeed.
How long until?
But I'd
How
rather
long
keep
until
the
the-
team together.
Okay, but how long until he arrives?
Yeah.
Well, he's got
'Cause
some
we could
patients
just
to see
wait.
this morning. He said he'll be around just after lunch.
Okay, we're back for lunch.
Yeah, because we need to eat.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you get into town and it's about 9:30. What would you like to do?
I
Police
say we go to
officer.
the police station, talk to Stims. He's the only officer who we know can be trusted with this.
Yep. Sounds like a good plan.
Okay. You all, as a group, go to the police station, and behind the desk is Wind. Wind is behind the desk.
Does he know about all the stuff?
We don't know, so presume no.
Which presumably means he can't see me. I
Yes.
start moving things on his desk.
Oh, it's not a smart idea,
I
man.
swear to God.
So on his desk you see an
I don't
apple.
like it.
You see an apple. He's holding a newspaper, and there's a bunch of pens and clipboards and paperwork. What would you like to move?
I think he's being chastised.
Well, he's doing it, so what would you like to move on the desk?
I was actually joking. No, I'd like to have a sneak around the pub
Oh,
because I'm invisible.
okay. So you leave the police station and head across the square towards the inn.
Yeah. Because we know that some of the rooms had little eye holes and things.
The
So
rest
they
of
must
you
lead somewhere.
see
That is smart.
Hartwell leave, but think better of it than to shout out at him, knowing that a lot of people would think you're mad. But give him that kind of look, and he's like,
And I say, Artemis, make sure they don't do anything stupid.
I'm guessing he whispered that as he went past. I'll be nice. But yes, Wind is behind the desk. What are you doing?
Officer Wind.
Oh, good morning.
Yeah. Is there Stims? Is there Officer Stims available?
He's not due in until this afternoon.
Oh, okay. Never mind that. There's just
And
something we
the
need to talk to him
inspector?
about.
Inspector didn't come in this morning.
Oh, curious.
Well, we'll come back later then.
This
Very well.
Thank you.
If you really need to get to Stims, he lives on... Sorry, I need to get my street names.
It's open ye olde Street View.
He lives on Bog Road.
Oh shit, that's to the
Oh,
south then, I take it.
delightful name.
It's the road to the box.
Kind of figured.
I get it.
That's what I like about this side town. Things are descriptive.
Yeah. So there's a lot of British road names that are like that, and then there'll be something completely different. Like, you'll either have extremely descriptive or the complete opposite.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it works.
Yeah, my father's house is on River Road. There isn't a river within like 20 miles.
Whereas we've got road in our town that says it's London Road, and if you actually follow it, it does leave you all the way to London. It takes you about 9 years to get there, but it does.
Yeah,
get
there's a London road through.
If it says road.
Yeah, we live on a London road, and there's also a Canterbury Road and an all sorts of road. But then there's places where there's roads that are like Adelaide Drive, and it goes nowhere near Adelaide.
No, it doesn't.
Or good old, Dark Lane. What the fuck does that mean?
Bad things.
Bad things. Bad things indeed.
That's where evil wizards get their shit.
Okay, if we're not gonna be here, then I feel like we're very likely to lose Hartwell.
Hey, where's the trust?
You're gonna seek us out like a search dog when
No, I'm
you're
going to
done.
walk back to Bexley Estate.
Okay. Okay.
Nobody will notice, that's for sure.
Nobody will see if he dies either.
That's also true.
Just don't walk down the middle of the road.
Yeah.
Just gets trampled by horses.
Okay, we exited the police station. I think we should have a little convene. We have a few options here. We can either search for the inspector, talk to Stims, or perhaps try going down some of these what are they, crypts? What is it? What do you call them? Catacombs.
Catacombs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Try and go into the catacombs.
I'm the personal opinion we should talk to Stims first. I want to know what happened with him and Samuels last night.
Yes. That's actually not a bad shout.
I don't
Like
have
to
the
know.
second blueprints in my handouts.
Do you not?
No.
Okay. You should
Then I'd suggest
do
we go
now.
and look around the area he was.
To Artemis Sheffield. There you are.
Thank you, Sean.
Bitteschön.
Then I suggest we look around the area we last saw him in. And well, I'm not sure the deacon or the vicar would be too willing to allow just strangers.
We can see that there's so many different entrances to this place. We don't necessarily have to go through the church. And I think finding him in the forest when that's where you last saw him is not necessarily... Nothing seems to stay where it was left in this town. And or at least with all of these creatures. And I don't know. I just feel like it might be worth a look.
I agree.
Definitely worth a look. Whether or not we're going to find anything is another story. But
Well, there is definitely. We know there's rooms that are obfuscated from the original document, so they must have done so for a reason.
Well, also, it
And
would
we have
explain how the girls disappeared on Church Street.
Also, there's a strange trend developing of our friends going missing and then showing up in a church property. We can hope for happening twice.
we know the deacon is, I'd say, part, or at least in on this. So we might want to approach the deacon rather than the vicar.
Good
But
idea.
I would like to know how Stims and Samuels fared last night hunting that
Yes.
third creature, because if it's still up, that means we still have at least 2 to worry about.
One.
1.
We killed one in the forest and one teleported back.
And the third one, yeah. Then there's still the
Third
girl,
one.
but
The third one is severely injured, as Samuel said, but still up. And we've seen that these things can go for a while, even after a severe injury. But yes, I would personally suggest that we talk to Stims first and then search the church. Search the church.
Church search.
I agree.
Okay, so you are given the full address of Stim, so it's not very hard to find his house. And you come across a relatively normal townhouse. It has number 21 and Stims under the address. Who's knocking the door?
I mean, probably someone who was with him last night.
I don't personally know the gentleman.
Yeah, I'm gonna knock.
Okay. Byron, you knock the door. And Stims answers. Oh. Come inside. I'm guessing you want to know about the rest of last night, yes?
Indeed.
Yes.
Alright. Come on in. And he invites you all inside. Meanwhile, Hartwell, you're inside the pub. Where would you like to go?
Right. I want to basically work my way down around the ground floor first.
Okay.
Kind of testing to see if anyone can see me.
Okay.
And then if I can't find anything downstairs, make my way upstairs, because I know there's got to be like a hidden passage somewhere. Because you can't get to the back of these rooms and have the eyes in the paintings and things like that without being access from something.
Okay. Give me a psychology check first, and then a spot hidden.
Okay. I am screwed with psychology. Yep.
I didn't see the roll.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Ah, there it is. Oh, there it is. Ooh, okay. You don't think anyone sees you, but you also don't see anything. No sort of hidden passage or anything. Not like the last one you found. You also notice that the area where the secret passage was that you found before has been closed off. There's like a no entry sign on it. On the curtain, and then there is like one of the staff stood in front of it.
Okay. Go upstairs.
All right, you can go upstairs. Give me another spot hidden / I really want to rename spot hidden as investigation. It makes so much more sense.
Can I please get a single freaking roll other than con when I'm actually trying to get drunk?
Well,
And it's saying, no, you can't get drunk.
don't forget you can either push the roll or you can spend luck.
Oh, for God's sake, I'll spend the bloody luck.
So you want to spend 9 luck and get a success, yes?
Yes, please.
So going along one of the upstairs corridors, you come across another painting that looks out of place. It's protruding from the wall, and it's a painting of a couple of dash hounds, just in a wooded area. It's kind of normal painting, but how far this painting comes from the wall gives you a sneaky suspicion, considering what you already know, that maybe there's something behind it.
Okay, I will.
Are you going to break another painting?
I was thinking about it.
Why not?
I'm invisible at the moment, so I'm going to have like a feel around, see if I can like feel any metal or cold, if it's got any parts which give way. Any.
Give me an
eye holes, that kind of
intelligence
stuff.
check.
Thank God, something different.
Yeah, trying to flavour up these rolls a bit more. So you're feeling around the painting, and you go across the top, and you just feel a click of a button, and the painting kind of feels loose now. Yeah.
Can I try and move it away from the wall?
So you push it, and oh, Penny, look at her.
Hello, Penny.
What a big old good old dog. You push it, and it kind of pushes aside. Sort of, it's almost like it's on a rail, and it pushes aside. But it's got a bit of weight to it, so you feel like it automatically closed behind you if you went in.
Well, I'm going in because I may as well die if I'm going to die properly.
Go for it. Go inside.
Okay.
So behind there, you see another room. This room seems to be like it looks like a hotel room that's been disused. The bed hasn't had a bedding change. There's boxes piled up on it. It's being semi-used for storage, but also there seems to be another corridor going behind all the rooms.
Oh.
Is it like a corridor going either way, or?
Yeah, it goes either side
I'm
from
at
where
the
you
end?
are. No, you're about midway through this floor.
Okay. If I'm in, so I've gone up the stairs.
Yes.
Am I towards the front of the building or the back of the building?
So you're essentially on one of the sides. If you're looking at the
Yeah, I'm looking.
you're like in the, because either side has the two upper floors. The middle bits are only single floor.
Right. Okay, well, I'll just follow the corridor to the left.
Okay, you go down the corridor to the left. You notice actually on your right-hand side as you're going down, there's actually windows to the courtyard area to the middle, which you haven't seen before, but this is kind of where, similar to where Borkvard said he was staying.
Am I passing any paintings on the way? Or any points where I could look into somewhere?
You see on your left-hand side a number of sort of like handles that look like you could pull across. Which maybe reveal...
Yeah. Like a viewing point or something like that.
Maybe.
Or something else.
You could try one.
Yeah, I could try one, couldn't I?
You're not there! I will...
I could try it one. Voice of Artemis in my head. My God,
Look.
that woman's intoxicating.
Exactly. I'm just, you know.
She's having such an effect on me.
Go on then, try one.
Yeah, go on, I'll try one.
Okay, so you slide one open and you look through, because there actually seems to be a viewing point. And this one, you seem to be looking into the air vent of one of the bedrooms. There is a case on the bed, and it sounds like there's someone in the shower.
Oh.
Right. Okay. No. Even Hartwell and his person who he's channeled from would not be so crass. Okay, I'll move on to the next one.
Okay.
Close this one up. Move on to the next one.
Okay, you delicately close this one and you open another one. Bit further down, and it looks to be another bedroom, but this time you're at a different angle. You can't tell like what you're viewing through, but you've got a flat thing, and you can see the door to this one. You see like the door on the far side.
Can I have a listen check, see if I can hear anything?
Yeah, go for it. Nope.
Can't hear a thing. Okay.
The room looks empty as well.
Close this one quietly as well.
Okay. You can continue down the hall.
Continue.
So there's more of these on the side, about 3 more, until right at the end of the hallway you come to a ladder.
Going up or down?
Down.
Down the ladder.
Down the ladder. It's a very similar crawl space sort of corridor once you're down the ladder, going along the downstairs rooms. You think maybe that this was the access to behind downstairs, its wall.
Okay. Start checking them as I go along.
All of them? You're going to check the entire thing?
I'm going to check the entire thing.
Okay. Not
Very quietly.
many guests are in their rooms during the daytime.
Obviously.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, please.
You open one of the portholes, and you see something very peculiar.
That's fine.
You see a boy in his teens.
It's getting weirder.
He seems to be writing on a piece of paper with a pen. He looks very frustrated, and every now and then he keeps like punching the table, essentially.
Angsty teen.
This is the first like out of the ordinary thing you've seen.
Yeah. Does he seem to be talking to himself or anything?
Give me a listen check.
That's not why I'm asking.
Or he's kind of away from you, so I'd need a check of some sort. What check would you like to do?
I know that, but I need to know, is he using his mouth to kind of like he's trying to voice his own thoughts, anything like that?
He's making a noise. He's turned too far away for you to be able to read what he's saying.
Alright, here we go then. Still can't hear a damn thing anyway. Told you I can't roll.
No, not for toffee tonight.
No.
You do get the impression he's very angry, and the longer that you watch, you feel like he's not talking to himself but to someone else. Whether that person is actually there or not.
Oh, God. See, I can't hear a damn thing.
Just a peculiar boy acting peculiar in a room.
I send a psychic message to Artemis to see if she can think of anything.
Doesn't work like that.
You can spook him the heck out by trying to talk to him.
I use sending.
If you counted the number of doors,
I cast message on our stone of sending.
And then when he opens the door, you could sneak in and look at what he's written.
That's true, I could do all that.
Or you could move on.
Or I could just say something like, who are you talking to?
For clarification, are you actually saying that?
I don't know, I've just asked my other personality.
Okay. I'll allow that
Other
for some
personality
reason.
says no, which means I'm going to do it.
Okay, so you're actually doing it, yes?
Yep.
You see him instantly turn to where the voice emanated from. He looks at you, grabs everything he said, looks towards where you are, grabs everything he's saying, and you see him not only grab the bits of paper that he's got, but also grab a book from the side and sprints out the room.
I follow the corridor as far as I can to see if there's a way out.
The entirety of this corridor is just more slats the further you go down, and a dead-end wall on the other side, do you think?
Okay. There's nothing that looks like it could be a door or anything.
No.
I'm trapped. I'm going to die.
Just go back to where you came in.
Gonna have to.
Go back
Up the ladder, back to where we found the original entrance.
Back to that secret extra bedroom behind the thing. You click open the painting, and you exit the crawl space. The rest of you inside Trevor Stim's house. So I'm guessing you have questions about last night.
Yes. What happened after after we split up?
Well, we tracked the creature as best as we could for around town. We did a wide sweep of the eastern side of town, didn't come across it, unfortunately. And then we came back to where we split up from you guys, and you weren't there, but the inspector was, and we went back to town afterwards. We kind of just...
So you've seen the inspector?
Yeah.
Because he didn't show up at the police station this morning. We just were there.
Yeah, he was planning on coming in late with me. He wanted to get some extra sleep because of how late we were out last night.
Did he mention anything about what happened to him?
He just said he tried to follow the girl because he noticed her sprint as soon as the fight broke out, and he'd lost her in the woods.
Right. Okay. Got some good news at least.
Yeah.
Theodore Bexley was that when that creature grabbed him and disappeared with him. They ended up in Bexley Hall, and Theodore managed to dispatch the creature.
Yeah. I heard that there was something weird with the clocks. Samuels rang me this morning to tell me once he had heard from the Bexleys, but he said there was something really weird going on with the clocks.
Oh, his watch was showing a different time to the clock at Bexley Manor. Hawkfather's yours too.
Indeed. They're all at a different time.
Well, do you guys know what time his watch said when he appeared?
It was 10:30, wasn't it?
Something like 2 hours before we actually...
You two wouldn't know that because you weren't there.
Okay, no, what was it then? What was it?
Give me an intelligence check. Do you remember? Did you make ample notes?
We were kind of like.
So you remember it was an hour ahead, an hour behind the time.
It was an hour behind the actual time.
That's bizarre because. And you relay this to. Well, that's the time he disappeared. So. Does that mean that he reappeared an hour later?
Maybe.
But the time didn't move for him.
But how? Perhaps it moved very quickly for him.
Could I roll... I'd almost say try and roll a mythos check on that one. But there's no planar knowledge, so...
It's not like D&D. There's not like multiple plane, like in terms of that. What would you be trying to check?
Whether or not I've read about... Well, let's just say other planes of existence where time runs at a different time, but...
I know there's other planes of existence.
Yeah.
Okay,
well,
there's that. You've not told me yet, but...
Because I would if you'd already succeeded on finding out what the creature is, but because you failed multiple times trying to guess the creature, a roll wouldn't help you here, if that makes sense.
I didn't try a mythos roll on the creature, though.
Yeah, you have.
Have I? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, the only way that you'd need to do something else than thinking to aid this, if this makes sense.
Magic hand.
Magic hand.
Let's
Research,
not try that
maybe.
again anytime
Research is more what I was hinting at. Finding the creature's truth behind through other means than just your thinking power.
I'll read a book if you give it to me, man.
Yeah, exactly.
And go insane from that.
Does anyone else have any questions for Stims?
Stims, do you know... I assume you'd have no authority to get us into the church catechism. Because we have reason to believe there might be something untoward happening there.
So, what part?
We're part of the catacombs.
Because I think I know what you're hinting, and
I'm good.
I can't let you go there. I can
Right.
let you go to the catacombs, but I can't let you go there.
Well, I mean, surely
I hope you understand.
if the girls were being held there, we'd assume that they wouldn't be there. Else there'd be something
If
quite
I'm
wrong
inter-
with your institution.
There's a lot of entrances to the catacombs, and you could easily get to them. But if I can't know if you want to go there.
Okay.
Okay,
Stims, I have a compromise. Can you have someone who is allowed in there just check in?
We're all allowed there, but you're not. And don't worry, it's the first place we looked.
Oh, I guess we'll just have to search on our own.
Really wish you didn't tell me that. He just goes and starts like making a cup of tea with like I'm so much issues. He's not gonna. You get the impression he's not gonna stop you, but he doesn't like wanna know.
Right.
Good.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, no worries.
So, to the catacombs then.
Okay.
So we'll have to go there.
So, Artemis, you know of a couple of entrances to the catacombs, should you wish to go there.
Sneakiest one we know of.
Yeah, I would be interested in. Does there happen to be one like right at the point where everyone went missing, like at this corner, maybe? Wait, that's
Doesn't seem to be. You do know, however, there is apparently an entrance via via the tomb that Hartwell was found in, which is outside of the entrance that's in the church.
Okay.
Before we go in, can we stock up on lights and things? Because,
Smart.
catacombs underground might be dark.
So smart.
Stock
Let's
up on
get
Hartwells.
lamps.
And we get a string. We tie the string outside.
Can we?
So Hartwell,
Can we get some chalk?
yeah, there's
a 10-foot pole.
There's some and a 10-foot pole.
Why?
It's a D&D thing.
Yeah,
Cats in the room. Watch out for your mouse.
It's when you're in a dungeon. It's for poking traps.
yeah, just use your quarter staff.
Half a 10-foot ladder.
So
There goes the cat again. Cat's on the way out.
So Hartwell, are you leaving the inn or are you?
I am leaving the inn while trying to find the young boy who bolted from his room.
Give me a spot
Hey, Cat.
hidden. Bear in mind he does have a head start of quite
Yeah, he
some
does.
time.
Finally!
Unfortunately,
Right
you
on
don't
the
see him. You do
You're going to
know.
tell me if I'd have got like a hard or something, I'd have got him, don't you?
I'm not telling you.
Yeah.
Or maybe like looking for him isn't going to help you when he's not there to see.
You do see, however, your group of friends going into various shops, coming out with torches and various items that they want to prepare for the journey. Anyone who's buying anything,
I will buy everything for everybody.
that's fine, because his money apparently daily is like Soapy's entire inheritance.
Yeah, I can buy a house every day without looking into my wallet.
Yeah, he really could, because he's that rich, everybody, and this game's daily budget system is pointless when someone is that rich. So Borgvard buys everything and is ready himself to. I take it that Borgvard, you is there nothing else you want to buy just for posterity? Do you want to try and find on for your exploration?
I want to make sure I have like I'd look just like some sort of like a holding container for my rock.
Okay.
So like a satchel that is.
You find a nice
that
little velvet bag, like a little sack bag thing.
like a haversack.
Yeah, you get it. You get it at the. It's normally used to hold
Told you
like.
the cat was there. I warned you.
It's like normally to hold like thread and needles and stuff for sewing. You get it from the sewing shop, but it's a nice little purple velvet bag.
And I would like to make sure I have like a torch.
Yep.
And.
Okay, easily found.
And
Lots of spare
string,
batteries.
And so we should bring food and water.
Okay, you go to the cafe and get
Sandwiches to
some
go.
get some sandwiches to go and
Hi, kitty.
some
Could
sodas.
I pick up a torch and then turn it on to see if it actually illuminates anything? Because I make everything I touch go invisible.
Ooh.
Good shout.
So you do, and you take one of the torches and you light it, and you see the light for a moment, and then it fade.
I knew it. I'm bending light.
You are, essentially, yeah.
Oh, that's useless.
But you you personally can still kind of relatively see the torch. I assume that someone took off their necklace to try and view this for you.
Yeah.
So with the necklaces on, everyone can see your torchlight. Without it, nobody can see your torchlight.
Interesting.
Excellent. Sweet. Awesome. Okay. Oh, just to bring everyone up to speed, there was a young boy in a room who was scribbling something. He seemed to be talking to himself. And he had a book. I may have accidentally scared him, and he ran with the book.
You went
He was
into
looking.
somebody's room?
No, I went into all the secret passages behind people's rooms.
Oh.
All of the rooms?
No, not all of them, obviously. I was trying to figure
No.
out exactly where I was in the building.
No,
and
I mean, there's a secret passage that goes behind all of the rooms.
yes.
Well, in that case, for once, I'm happy to be sleeping at Bexley.
Oh.
I mean, ghosts versus peeping toms.
Ghosts
Take
can
the
be
ghost.
peeping toms, though, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I know,
You've
I'm
seen
watching
some of
it
the horror
last night.
films out there? Oh, my God.
What is a
I
horror
know,
film?
several of watchmen I slept.
Horror films
really?
exist. This is the 20s.
Yeah, no, it's true. There is a few.
There's been a few, yeah. They're all silent, though.
Mainly involving Dracula.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
actually,
Frankenstein.
have Hammer Horror started their films? Or are they 30s? When was the first Hammer Horror?
Quick Google.
50s. Okay. We're
no,
we're
not
miles
there
away.
yet.
It's because
Okay.
to be fair, they do use colour in Hammer, don't they? Slightly. They
Is
have like those
Lucas thing,
single
is
colour.
Lucasfilm a thing yet, or just like?
It's Lucasfilm, I think.
I think Industrial Light and Magic was working.
The first horror film was in 1896, so
So shut up, is what he said.
yeah.
Hi. Why are you being nice to me? This is weird.
Feed me! Feed me!
Yeah, we got.
I'm a cat. I need feeding.
So like, yeah, there's a lot of occult films apparently at this period.
Watch that water
I
bottle.
wonder
Mac.
why.
Most of them coming out of Germany. There we are.
Yep, straight that way.
German expressionist
I wanna drink
films.
it now.
So, you've got whatever supplies you need, and I'm guessing you're heading to the catacombs as a group.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, may as well. What the hell? One last chance to probably get my body back.
Which
Okay.
entrance are we using for that?
Well, if there's an entrance in the tomb we were before, I'm guessing the tomb hasn't been relocked.
That's the thing. Well, we broke the thing, didn't we?
Yep.
Well, that's
Yep.
probably the easiest way in then.
Okay. So,
So I need to think about something. Yeah.
you all hold on. I'll throw you all over to that map just in case, just so we're ready.
Oh, hello.
So,
Sanctum of Our Lady.
Are we Are we? So we're going in the Maxwell's catacombs. Is that right?
Well,
Mm-hmm.
with the St. Craythorne catacombs. So this is beneath
St.
the
Craythorne.
hill of. This is beneath the hill of the church.
And what
Um,
is?
Have we passed the Maxwell's?
You're in
Great
Maxwell's
mausoleum.
tomb currently. That's where you
Which
are.
one
You're
is
in-
that?
Can I knock on the door with my left hand before we go in, please? I know it's broken open, but can I still knock on the door?
Yes, you can. And the door opens because the door was shut,
Ooh.
Yeah.
but the door opens.
Ooh.
Are we allowed? I'm just gonna hello, can we come in, please?
There's no reply, but the door opened when you knocked it.
We were all like, "Oh my god, Bobby, you're doing something amazing!" And I was like, "No."
It's just like you didn't
Well,
get
I
a
was
reply.
just-
You didn't get a
Well,
reply.
last time we came here, we had a bit of a, a bit of a forceful ejection.
You get the
so-
idea that the door opened for you with it wasn't like the wind or anything. Something opened the door for you. That's always a good sign.
Jolly good. Now we just have to find how to get down into the tomb.
Exactly.
Which one is the?
Yes, where are we on this map? I don't
You
understand
don't know
it at all.
yet.
Oh balls.
You're still
So
on the
is
above
there-
surface. I've just got this map up ready.
I
Okay.
got a feeling we'll probably be at the top right.
Might be. I'm guessing the room we are in is square
Yes.
because it used to be square. Okay, so there's a.
Hold on. Shall I
Couple
drag you
options
over to
there.
what the thing you look like? It's that thing at the top above
Yeah.
the table.
Okay, so
Alrighty. Okay. Straight up, is there anything on the ground that looks like it's specifically a cover? Oh,
Nope.
you touched everything, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
I've not gone inside just yet. I'm kind of hanging back at the door.
Okay.
I'm spot hidden, and I've actually hit hard.
Okay.
nice.
So
Looking for
some-
switches. Livers.
So, Hartwell, you're looking around, and
Searching for
you
traps.
look inside one of the cracked, open
Crypts.
sarcophagi. And there seems to be a layer of wood under the legs of Maxwell Sr.'s body.
I press the wood.
It's got some give to it, but it feels like there's a space beneath it.
I go, sorry, Maxwell. Lift his legs and take the wood out so I can get underneath it.
You'd need to remove the rest of the lid.
I'm very sorry, Maxwell.
You need a hand with that?
Yeah, please.
So, Compagnie
well.
helps you lift off the lid, and you slide it off, and it goes shoo, and falls off the side. Doesn't break, but that was a hefty piece of stone. And yeah, you now see under the legs of Maxwell Senior seems to be what looks like a layer of wood, wooden slats, possibly a trapdoor.
Okay. I'm going in, mainly because I have the least amount of health, and therefore it doesn't matter if I die.
That's the opposite
That's-
of
I
that.
don't-
Yeah,
that-
thank you
yeah,
very much.
don't-
I have the least amount of health.
No, I've got you beat.
No, you don't.
I don't think you do anymore.
Really?
It is not physically possible for you to have less health than I do.
Borgvard has 1 HP right now.
Get your butt down that hole, boy.
With his one hand.
I taped a torch to my stump.
Love it. I'm going to allow it.
That's brilliant.
And
Right,
this
I'll-
time, I would like to make sure I had my pistol with me.
Hold on. I have a crazy idea. No, actually, I don't. I was thinking if only
Crazy
Hartwell turned on his torch, right? No one else could see us coming, but we could see where we're going. But the only people that would be down here, that we'd assume would be down here, would be the people who are part of the group and therefore can see him.
Not necessarily. We don't know they can see me.
True.
I have a slightly crazy idea.
I'll go first.
Okay. So, Hartwell, you go to move Maxwell Senior's body, and your hands
Apologizing the whole time.
go straight through the bones.
I didn't mean to do that. I'm very
No,
sorry.
no. As in, the bones remain there, but you just pass through them. As if you were a ghost. Or as if the bones weren't actually there.
It's a fake tomb. Wow.
That
I'm assuming we see this.
All of you saw that.
Freakiness.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try the same with the bones. See
Your
if
hands go through the bones.
Oh, that's
I'm
a massive illusion.
I'm going to move the wooden slats and see what I can see below.
Okay. Are you shining a torch down there as well?
I am shining my torch, which only
Okay.
we can see apparently.
So you move the slats, and you see a ladder down into what looks like a stone chamber.
I'd like
I'm
to
going
touch
down
a bunch
the
of
ladder.
bones. I want to see if it's just those bones or if it's all of the bones.
His entire skeleton. It happens to. Are you trying the other skeleton?
Yeah.
Do you remember what happened last time
No,
someone
no, no, I'm
touched
not
that skeleton?
taking it. I'm not taking it. I'm just
You
like...
touch those bones and it's bone on the other side.
Okay. Interesting.
I'm going down the ladder.
Okay, you climb down the ladder. You are met.
I follow him.
Okay. You
I'll
are
follow
met
as well.
by a small dark chamber. There doesn't seem to be a door on it, and it's crudely carved. In terms of like it's not like clean brick or anything. It's
What
Like-
shape is it?
It's square roughly, but it's
That's
like
the
it's like pickaxed.
Is it literally just the stone
Yeah.
under the ground? Okay.
Yes. Are you all
No
going?
doorway or
Are
anything
are you
like that,
all
no
climbing
hole.
down
What,
into
and
this chamber?
It's all stone.
Are you
We're
all?
up a hill, right?
Are you all climbing down into this chamber?
I am.
I would wait until I've had a look around.
Are you shouting
We
that
don't want to
back
get
up?
people trapped down here.
Oh, that's a fair point.
Okay. Hartwell,
Yeah.
take a look round.
I'm looking round. Oh!
Oh my goodness.
Oh shit. Okay.
What a critical. What a critical.
Oh wow.
That
okay.
is-
Finally, something decent goes on.
Hartwell. So this seems to be a rough-hewn, like, stone chamber, a mix of natural rock and then some like there's been some bricks like put in to shore up the walls, and then maybe some sort of plaster over. This looks about the same age, like, of construction as the tomb above. It's almost like the tomb above was set to conceal this entrance. This entrance looks relatively well used. The ladder's in good nick. One thing you do notice is... Hold on, I need to get some notes. Along the top of the sort of the square cut where the ladder is, you see the words... Wherever the
Big
bloody...
friend and enter.
Merlon. No.
Melon.
You see the words, Our Lady, who hath given us the will, who bathed in the blood of the light, she who marries the cardinals of sin and desire, give us the breath and the hindsight which sings in the flesh, absolve us in desire.
In desire.
Artemis, get down here.
Because you told me delight.
I'm telling you what this says.
Okay.
Well, I'm
Artemis
telling
will go
him
down.
what this
I'll
says.
I'll do some investigations.
Okay.
You've piqued my interest.
And then also there is there's what looks like a doorway, no door, and a corridor that goes into the darkness.
All right, come on down, people. Found a doorway down here. And Artemis, there's a thing written on the ladder on the around the hatch. Check it out.
I
Means
shall
nothing to me, but
go slightly down and look up and
You see the same text.
frown.
Also
Can
go
you say
down.
the thing? Wait. Was that the only difference? It took me a while to get to my notes.
You're looking at it, yes.
So it does. She who marries the cardinals of sin and desire, and then it says desire again.
Yes.
I will like touch the word that says desire at the end.
It is carved into the stone. It is a word that says desire.
It should be delight. Unless the book's wrong. It'd be silly if the sacred texts have been copied out wrong.
Or perhaps they're two different sayings.
Maybe the words are interchangeable.
I suppose desire and delight can be similar.
One's more the fulfilling of something, the other's more longing for it.
Hmm.
I'll store that knowledge and carry on down the ladder.
You're all in this
More to come
stone room. I assuming that you're all going in there.
Mm-hmm.
You're all
Mitch, I
in
sent
this
you a
stone
message.
doom stone hue room. You all see this bit of script, and you all see this doorway now.
I suggest we stop here.
Mitch, did you get
Yeah.
the message?
Yeah.
Oh,
We're really close to the end, and we're
Oh.
about to start like basically a dungeon.
Hmm.
yeah. If you would like to stop here, we can.
Yeah, and I
Before we get too much further and get like a massive cliffhanger like you're loath to do.
Okay.
kitty.
Cat butt.
I don't want to go down. It's
Um,
really far.
So, you think we should stop here for the night? Yeah.
Probably a good idea.
Okay. So we will leave this here this week. We will not be back now until probably November, unless we get an extra session in at some point. But that's also all up for our discussion. Because I'm away for the next 2 Saturdays essentially. Yes, join us in November, if not, for the continuation and probably very close to final part of this case. Yes. So, as always, thank you to all of these people for joining me. I've been joined by Benjamin Magnus Games. You can get him at Benjamin Magnus Games on YouTube, Benjamin Magnus 2 on YouTube, or Benjamin Magnus Games on Twitch. You Rival Zone Gaming, who has recently hit his 1,000 and is awesome, at Rival Zone Gaming on YouTube, Mixer, Twitch, and all of the above. You've got Mustavoost. You can find him on Twitch. You've got Kazoo Raptor, you can find him on Twitch. You've got Parachameleon, you can find her on Twitch. And you've got myself, you can find me at youtube.com/MidgemanGames. The Midgeman's World, or you can find me at twitch.tv/Midgeman. We'll be back soon.
And also Soapy Thread.
Oh, and Soapy Thread joined us. Hello.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Sophie. Yeah.
But thank you very much, guys. We'll see you next time. Goodbye now.
Bye-bye.
Bye.